podcast. Ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys. I be Josh the Pirate, your passingly British and subtly incandescent DM, and I have the pride, the honour, nay, the pleasure to welcome you back to Corsair's Cove and my Humblewood world for some more of Songs and Scales. With me, I have me hearty crew. It is said that he makes love like an Armenian monkjack, only bigger, fluffier, and completely silent. It's the Big Viking Mitch. You can sometimes find her 3 nights before the full moon, stalking her next meal with a spear fashioned from the landing gear of a Cessna 172. It's just the Queen Binch. She spent 4 months working as a professional seal wrangler on the set of the movie Braveheart. It's Karen, the mother of bunnies. And according to his Wikipedia page, he's been sainted by 2 popes, his hair can be used as a superconductor, and he was the original inspiration for the curly fry. It's Zach the Renegade Chicken! So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we?
I believe that about Karen without any, just so you know, I believe that wholeheartedly about Karen.
The only problem is she's a little young to have worked on Braveheart.
No.
Yeah. What year did that come out?
Yeah, she'd have been about
I believe
5,
it.
I think.
I believe it.
Who the heck are you?
How you going, everybody? I am Mitch, also known as Big Viking Mitch, and I am excited. I'm like Big Kev. I'm excited, and because I'm going abroad very soon.
Hell yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to today's session, and I will be playing Hank. And you can find me on the Twatter, where I'll occasionally twat. I'll probably be twatting some of my holiday on there. Potentially, we'll see.
Nice.
And yeah, that's it.
Lovely. Jess, who the heck are you?
Hi, I'm Jess. I am playing Lil Milo. He's a hedgehog. He has 19 AC. He has a bow. He has an arrow. He has a dagger tattoo, and he has a fucking attitude. And yeah, very keen to finish up this adventure. And I don't know. I don't really want to finish up the adventure. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I want to keep going.
Don't worry, we'll always come back for more.
I said that, and I was like, wait, that's a lie.
Karen,
What are we
who the
going to
heck
do
are
on
you?
Thursdays?
Right.
Karen?
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize it was my turn. Hello. I was 7 years old wrangling seals for Mel Gibson.
There you go.
Good times.
That's why there's almost no
Start the
seals in
grind
it.
set young.
Absolutely. If you want to get ahead in the film industry, you got to start young. And if that means dragging seals onto set to really enhance the Scottish environment, so be it. Apparently. But oh god, I'm a former writer and internet addict. I've been playing Skyrim here on Tuesdays, which has been mixed results.
Chat, I even managed to get her to play it offline yesterday.
How's it been?
Mainly because I wanted to work out that corridor.
Yeah. Did you manage it?
What are you up to?
I did. Where am I up to? That's a hard question. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I tried to find
the horn.
I tried to find the horn, and some bitch stole it. So I have to go meet them, and hopefully convince them to give me my horn back. I have 2 dogs following me around. Because I've got Barbas, because I haven't finished his quest, because I'm not sure I trust the guy whose name includes the word vile. And then I found Miko's shack with dead Miko inside. And I took the dog. Actually, no, the guy
dog
must be
is
called
called
something
Miko.
else because the dog's called Miko. So I have 2 dogs following me around, and they maul people for me, which is great. And I gave Lydia a staff that shoots lightning bolts. So when I go into combat, lightning bolts just fire over my shoulder at my
And a
enemies.
pair of
Is what we
attack
do.
dogs go ahead of you.
Yeah. Lightning
You've got-
bolts.
She's got a good system.
And then 2 dogs. Barbas is a bit annoying though because he kind of will shove you.
Very
So he's
Yeah.
pushed me up some ledges. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know
a
if I want to
dickhead.
keep you, man. You got
No,
some
You're on 2
control
very
issues.
good quest lines. You'll enjoy this quest line with the horn, actually.
well, it's core story, so she has to do this one.
First of all, I've been playing Skyrim since 2013, 2012 when I started high school, and I finished the main quest line for the first time a week ago.
Hey. See, it can be done.
I got over it. I was just like, nah, fuck this, going elsewhere. And
Yeah.
I did, every time. I have
Zach,
thousands of hours. I just
Hi, yes, I'm Zach. I might be a little quiet tonight because I have been rather sick for the better part of the last week and it got worse today. But I'm here because there are priorities and work is not one of them
I
in
appreciate
comparison to this. Because this sparks far more joy. So I'm here, I will be Kingsley, and I'll try not to be too quiet. I think at the very least, I get to play one of my maybe like single-digit characters out of the many I've made over the years who don't have some sort of creaking goblin voice.
It's true.
You know, we you win some, you don't win some, but
But that one's a win.
I'm here and I'm ready.
Love it. And I'll be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel called Says Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related things like with my lovely wife, the Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends. And in the near future, we're going to be doing a little bit of variety. There might be a little bit of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Edition 1 coming up, because I've got the rules, and or at least I've got the rules for levels 1 to 3. I was like, oh, okay, you can't go any... All right,
The
you need
rest
the
is
next
sold
book.
separately.
Yeah, because it was the 80s.
It's not actually that unusual either, because the 5e starter kit does a similar thing, where I think
Yeah.
they only have the basic rules for the
Well, that's what it is. It's the starter
like 1 to
kit.
4
Yeah.
or
Bullshit.
whatever. I think if you had the player's handbook, it'll have more.
Yeah, I expect so. Yeah, no, I have a starter kit, and I'm like, that's still freaking awesome, and I'm very happy with it. And we might be doing a bit of Teens in Space. Playing around with different things on the Thursday nights. We have a relationship with a couple of lovely groups of beings who have hooked us up with some fun stuff to give away. They are lovely folks at Every Trick Books, who are the authors of this adventure, what we are playing right now. Glenn Watkins has provided a couple of giveaways for this evening, so, and I've started the giveaway already, so type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win. Currently, tonight, you could win the adventure that we are playing. You can win to break out from Blood Moon Bay. So, Lawright, type ticket. What's the other thing? We're giving that one away, and I'm pairing that up with a copy of Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition as well. So there's a video game attached to it as well, because I acquired a copy of that I have no need of recently. And the other giveaway is a full $30 gift voucher for Every Trick Books online store, which will get you probably three things from that store, which is pretty decent as well. And if you do miss out, unfortunately, on the giveaway, then you can use COVE15, code COVE 15, for a 15% discount at the Every Trick Book store as well. Isn't that fucking fantastic? Good on you, Glenn. Thanks very much, buddy. Tony and Lawright are in the draw to win, which means we definitely have a winner for both. Good. We also have all the socials if you want to come and check out all of our... Wow, I'm really bad at words today. Yeah, if you want to follow us on all the things, get caught up, get announcements, all that sort of stuff, you can check out our !socials. We have a YouTube where you can watch all of the previous episodes you may have missed. And we have a Discord where you can come and hang out with us and tell us your fun stories from your gaming adventures, because we love to hear when people have had fun times playing the games that we have fun times playing. Guys, what the absolute heck happened last time?
All right, so we finished our long rest, which was pretty uneventful, thank God, and decided uneventful enough, and figured out we'd
ring.
Nah, it's fine. I don't want to talk about that guy. I did beat the shit out of the ring, didn't I, with an axe? Anyway, freed him though. Not from the ring. We entered the ballroom. It was ornate. It was gorgeous. There was a quiet waltz playing. We did try knocking. No one let us in. So we let ourselves in. There was a tapestry depicting the life of Zakore on the far wall. And a button next to what seemed to be a door, and it was labelled press the button to open the door, but be warned, coming back may be a snore. So we figured, we'll go check out. Sorry, this is where I've got the most basic notes. So if we go check out the rest of the place and come back if there was nothing else for us to do. Kingsley decided to test out the dance floor, though, and stepped out and immediately had to make a wisdom save as he felt compelled to dance. And Josh made it clear that if he had felt compelled to dance, he would not have stopped dancing. So, thank God the bard did that. We went back, we freed Gordrum instead of, pressing this button too early, just in case something terrible happened to us. And he floated himself off as Milo's missed. And we thought about following him. We looked down the 500-foot deep pit to the Underdark and decided we'd rather live. So didn't go that way. So we waltzed ourselves back into this ballroom and pressed the button. We fell for the old dragon button trick where you press a button and a dragon happens. It's classic tricks, happen to everyone.
Yeah.
So my notes literally say word for word, Black Mist dragon fight time. As yet Black Mist descended upon us, coalesced into a dragon and tried to beat the shit out of us. It did in fact beat the shit out of us with one attack, one use of its breath weapon. Kingsley, Kiki, and Milo all went down and woke up. It was a dream. Ooh. We were then informed by Josh that we could, in fact, go back into this dream and try to get Hank out. The only way to get Hank out would be to kill Hank in the dream. So poor Hank's booked it down this corridor going, no, get away from the dragon. All three of us pop back in, look at the dragon, go, no thanks, go straight after Hank. Hank pops his head around like, oh, you guys are all right. And Milo proceeds to shoot him square in the head. Hank calls us all traitors. And
Kiki gets a firework to the face.
Yeah, Kiki throws a firework at his head and wakes up. We all wake up. Kingsley has to calm Hank down because Hank's about to go absolutely batshit and kill us all. And we have to explain, it's a dream. It's fine. Look around. Doors open. Fuck, Josh. That was horrifying. So we go through this now open door and walk ourselves steadily down, and the floor drops out from underneath us. Milo curls himself up and full Sonic rolls down to this new cave. It's a cave-like situation. There's a mushroom farm over here somewhere. There's a gorgeous little river running through, lovely bridge over the river, and what looks to be a small settlement. So we figure, why the fuck not? We've come this far. We waltz ourselves up there and introduce ourselves to Hef, Pel, Miro, and Magia. No?
Magia.
Magia, thank you. Who is an Ellurin, very much like Hank. And Hank immediately puts the moves on her. We're talking like no hesitation, no nothing, lock eyes, you. Where we figure out that they're apparently keeping enemies that they call goblins barricaded in the tunnels to stop them from attacking them, and we start to ask about it, but Hank keeps flirting, just keeps going. They're talking about how much Hank can bench press, and that there's nothing subtle about this. Milo's noticing it, and then Josh and Karen's internet dropped out and didn't come back until 1 a.m. our time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Australian internet. Forever unreliable.
I want to say not even Australian internet, just ours. Telstra, don't. Why would you? Unfortunately, we have no choice in the matter because it's our housemate's internet that we're obliged to use. Boo. Cool. Thank you very much, Jess. That is extremely accurate. And our internet did in fact die, which is why we ended. I was like, why didn't we at least wrap up the conversation so they could? Oh, that's right. I remember.
Because you couldn't talk.
We literally couldn't. It was
so
irritating.
You've got a pair of Jabin siblings, Pel and Miro, and then you've got Attilia fighter, Hef, the mighty Hef Bodaz, and Magia. For interest, anybody who wants to know, the spelling is Meijia.
I intuited that perfectly. Excellent.
Nice.
That is not how I
too.
spelt it.
That is my
That is
level
exactly
best
how I
at
spell it.
pronouncing that. But it is a name from the book. Yeah, as was the whole dragon thing. I love having the excuse of being able to blame somebody else for the horrifying things that I do. So yeah, that was
Still gonna
definitely
blame
not
you.
something I did. Well, mateys, that was very good. Thank you very much, Jess. If you've joined us in chat, type !ticket to go into the draw to win. We've got some great giveaways. And may strange adventurers be receptive to your pickup lines, and all the mushrooms you find be of the explosive variety, as we head tremulously at first with mounting heat and passion into the Everden. So, mateys, we return to the lowest level of the Tower of Blood Moon Bay, where the gang have just had a good night's rest and are now, Hank may be obliged to physically pick up somebody. Back to mid-conversation. Jump right back in, see how well I can pick up these accents. Hank has just said I could pick you up, baby. And I think it is your turn to ask a question. You were playing Take It in Turns. Mejia called you on your bullshit, and that was the last thing that happened.
Yeah.
Indeed.
How do you get out of here?
That one. That's a good question. I like it.
We
That
think
is a
the
great
only
question.
way is past the goblins.
Ah.
Or back the way you came.
No.
That way lies prison.
And how many... Oh, hang on. Your question.
Thank you. She actually sort of looks at the rest of them and says... looks at the rest of her companions and goes like... I don't know.
How
Where are
many
you
goblins
from?
are there? No, sorry.
Well,
Well,
Well, that's a multi-parted question. We're from the Everden.
Oh yes, but where
The
in the Everden?
the three of us are from
What's my
Espinora.
aunt's house?
Yeah.
We met our friend Hank here once we'd already arrived.
Hank's from the jail.
have we ever established that you guys are from Espinora?
I don't know if it's come up.
I don't even know if it's come up. Hey, my family's from Espinora.
Aww.
Hank too.
I'm there all the time. Surprised I've never seen y'all.
Well,
Yeah. You'd think you'd be hard to miss.
I'm surprised you've never seen me too.
It's quite a big city.
Are you
it's a
familiar? Are you familiar with Espinora? I'm looking at Mejia. Mejia, sorry.
She says, I have visited a couple of times. Normally I live further south in the Tangle Wilds.
I've been there, right?
Well, that's where you'll find me.
Pell and Miro, we're from Stone Tree, which is out in the forest, that Milo would know.
I know Stone Tree.
Yeah, they brought this up before. We sort of... the group sort of assembled when Hef and Mejia joined up with us, and we were trying to save the town from something that was... Turns out actually not needing to be saved from. Hey, Charlotte. Nice to see
Yeah,
you.
that happens.
Well, that's kind of why we call ourselves the Fools of Stone Tree. It's kind of to remind ourselves not just you see something big and scary and you shouldn't instantly just kill it. You might actually have to question whether or not it needs to be killed at all.
Like Gordrum.
Who?
Speaking of killed, those goblins, I'm assuming the four of you don't feel like you're up to the task?
We have tried. No, what's that? Who's that? We have tried, but there are too many, even for the mighty Hef. And the Tilia kind
How
of
many?
makes a pose.
I kind of nod approvingly.
You seem very strong.
At least a
Well-
dozen. But they seem to be reinforced regularly.
Well, there's 8 of us now. Could be our time.
Could be.
Yeah.
And I do have some specialty dealing with crowds, so
And Kiki has fireworks.
I do. I can make explosions. I'm assuming they can be blown up.
Oh,
Like
most things can
goblins
be.
aren't like fireproof, right?
No. Mejia sort of puts her hands above her head and shoots a gout of flames from her fingertips. She says, no, they most certainly are not.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Well, I mean, we've had a rest not too long ago. What about y'all?
If you could call it
How
that.
long will it take you to pack and be ready?
I think we could probably be ready to go in 5 minutes. Gosh, this is exciting. Yeah. This is very good.
I'm not one for dilly-dallying. I'll just kind of look at Magia while I say that.
She says, she looks and gives you a once over and she says, I could stand to dilly dally a little.
Kiki, they're making me uncomfortable.
Okay, Milo, just think nice thoughts.
I'm thinking nice thoughts.
No, and Milo's gonna go play in the mushrooms for a while.
The mushroom farm is about a couple of minute walk away. It's outside the little fort. If Milo is giving Hank and Mejia a chance to
Well, when they start going over and packing, I'm going to follow Magia and just kind of lean against a kind of wooden post and just I want to talk to her when no one else is around, if that
Right.
makes sense.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Milo goes to the mushroom farm. Milo, at the mushroom farm, you would discover 3 different kinds of mushrooms that could be harvested.
Can I harvest all 3?
You find fiber rooms, powder caps, and glow caps. Make a nature check. Hey, Terrace.
I can do that.
A
I'm
package
good at
arrived from
those.
Terrace today.
Package.
Should I
ooh.
open it now, Terrace? Do you suppose?
Whoa!
Oh, hype train. Holy shit.
Calm down, Terrace.
Holy
You've
shit,
been here 5
hi, Terrace.
seconds.
How you doing?
That's good to see you, mate. Yes, I think you should. Oh, dear.
After break, package.
We'll do it after break. Yeah. Thank you very much, Terrace, you bloody champion. Guys, we have a giveaway going this evening. Type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win either this adventure that we are playing right now and Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition or a $30 gift card for the Every Trick Books online store. Both
ticket
of
queen.
those are going. Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much. Terrace, thank you so much for those gifted subs, you bloody
Yes,
champion.
thank you very
Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. A nature check. Did I get a nature check?
No. So would that count as one of my favorite terrains? As
I would
forest?
say it is. This
Cool, so
you can have your favorite terrain for that.
Awesome. I add an extra 4 to whatever I roll here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
9 plus 4. 13.
13.
Okay.
That's not
thank
bad.
goodness.
Lucky 13.
You know 2 of these. Pick 1, 2. Oh yeah, you can have 2 of the 3. You'll know them. Pick 1, 2, or 3. Which ones do you know?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Alrighty, you know powder caps and glow caps. You don't recognize the fiber rooms. Powder caps,
the
when
fiber
dried,
rooms.
these are able to be ground up into a powder similar to flour and baked into a bread-like meal. And glow caps, these mushrooms are small but give off a bioluminescent glow. When they reach maturity, they can be transplanted into pot and used as light sources.
Aww.
Neat.
I'm gonna take a few powder caps, but a fuck ton of glow caps.
Sure.
And fill in my pockets.
Milo comes back glowing.
I found mushrooms.
Oh, yes, this was a good idea. So Milo took about 5 minutes to do that at least.
Yeah. I'm
Hank
out for a minute.
is having a quiet. I think everybody else has kind of gotten the impression that Hank and Megier probably want a little bit of a loan, just to size each other up a little bit more, so everybody else is giving them a bit of space, even if space is not necessarily needed. Hank, you are able to get a moment alone with Megier. What do you want to say?
I'd like to make you my first wife.
Holy shit.
You look like my future ex-wife.
He did say no dilly-dilly.
Yeah, I mean... Holy shit.
Dude.
Let me explain to you though how my family works. Are you familiar with the marital ways of the Sun Illyrian? We take multiple wives. Is this something that would be agreeable to you?
She says, as long as the arrangement is reciprocal.
I feel like we can agree upon that.
Nothing binding then.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
She slinks towards you. She is mass-wise no more than half you. Probably comes up to your, like, her ears could probably tickle your chin, sort of height-wise. But she does not in any way seem bothered by the fact that she might be about to have to climb Mount Hank. And if Hank's amenable, there would be a tasteful cut to black at this point.
I mean, Hank will go in for a kiss, for sure. But then at that point, he'll slide his finger up and push her mouth away, and he'll say, "Nothing until marriage." That is the way that I am. That is the way of my family.
She
prenup.
She has a there is a what's the word, a mao, and looks, she's
discontented meow, yeah,
clearly disappointed but intrigued, and she's like she says, "I like a man with principles. All right, you get me out of here. Marriage is not the payment for this."
When you make your way to Espinora next, find Deidre. It's my mother. She'll explain everything. The process of how our family operates.
I love it. Cool.
And I'll kind of nod and I'll slowly kind of saunter back over. It's like, there's definitely more of like a puff out of the chest, like kind of walk as I walk off. And I'm kind of like nodding to myself. Nice. I'm glad my brother wasn't there to see that.
Keeping some of the pink slime in your pocket just to get rid of him for a little while.
It's remarkable how good a cock block your undead brother can be.
Yeah. I'll just like walk back over to King. I'm assuming Kingsley and Kiki are there.
I do think Kingsley still would have been talking with. I think the two. Oh God, now I'm trying to remember races. The Jabbeans, yeah, sorry. Talking to the two Jabbeans, I think. Probably to cut back very slightly while that conversation is happening in the distance, which I do think Kingsley has half an eye on because he's very curious to watch Hank
in my
work.
notes. Wife number 1 unlocked.
Achievement unlocked.
I'm loving that we take multiple wives. Don't have one yet, but
I've barely known you for 10 minutes.
It's a very flat move.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is actually. That's a good point. But yeah, I do think that he would have turned to the Jabin and just as the other members of the group sort of moved away and just now, not to break parity on our little game here, but did you also arrive here by mistaken or perhaps stolen teleportation?
No, they did clear this up last week. They arrived by boat.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah. No. But they said they did say that they got away from.
Miro
the people they
says
got captured.
our boat was lost in a mist. And actually, Kingsley, this might sound familiar. Our boat was lost in a mist, and the next thing last thing we knew, we were sailing off the coast of the Tangle Wilds.
Ah,
And then here we are in wherever we are. What's odd is
Understood.
the climate is very different.
mm,
I would not say we have traveled far enough for a different biome, but it's a lot less humid.
yes, I suppose it is. I think I understand the problem to which you're referring, but I believe it at least should be less of a problem now. We found ourselves in a similar situation quite some time ago. That rings true to when we had to deal with the captain, right? Yeah, just making sure. As you'll just... Yes, the one responsible, at least when we encountered such a phenomenon, we slew. I actually carry his blade and kind of rests his talon on the pommel of his sword,
And jacket.
which is and his jacket, yeah, which is sort of, I think. Again, he doesn't have a scabbard for it because he can just dismiss it at will. But as he kind of reaches his claw down, it manifests in his sash, kind of blade out, just sticking down next to his leg.
Yeah.
And we'll just
Yeah, Mira's like, well then getting out of here should be simple. Will you be wanting a lift?
well, if you're willing,
If we can
Then
find
we
our
would-
boat, we'll happily take you home.
absolutely. We'll
Least we can do.
gladly take you up on that, should we find your vessel. A few of us have sailed before, I think, at least for some time.
Oh, it handles reasonably well with just the four of us. So any help you guys could provide, obviously good though.
Absolutely, I'm sure we'll find something. All right. Well, that's good. And I think turns around in time to see Hank coming back.
That was either
And we'll
quicker
just
than I thought it would be,
cock an
or...
eyebrow at Hank, like as if to be like, so?
I found mushrooms.
Miro,
I've
who
just-
you've been having this conversation with, Kingsley, says that was either quicker than I thought it would be, or they did not, which, knowing Magier as I do, is quite a surprise. Normally, when that woman sees what she wants, she goes for it and she'll have it.
See, I would have
Well,
said the same.
She can't have this. Not yet.
I think I think about to say something, but no, Kingsley is just floored for a moment by that reaction and just kind of
Kiki doesn't trust herself to say anything right now.
Yeah.
She's just like, I'm just.
I mean, she is the first woman that I've proposed to, but
I'm sorry. The first
didn't
woman
do
you
anything.
what?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. Kings.
proposed to, you know.
You move
Married.
fast.
Did she say yes?
When you know, you know.
So she said yes?
I'll take your word for it.
She said she is open to the prospect. And
She's
we'll
very
see how things proceed as
Congratulations.
we go forward.
Guys, you can see
Alright.
Siri behind me. See? That's a Siri.
Oh, hi,
Aw.
Siri.
Yeah, I think it just seems genuinely impressed. As he'll clap Hank on the shoulder and just, not bad, especially after the days we've just had.
Yes, well,
Kiki will set off a couple of pink fireworks.
as much as I miss my brother, I'm glad he wasn't there to see that. That would have been awkward.
I imagine it might have been.
Miro would actually whisper to Kiki, was his brother with you?
It's complicated. It's like a sort of ghost shadow brother situation. So he's not there in the traditional sense. It's like a magical.
But he's not there now.
No. We had an interaction with some pink slime and he disappeared. We're pretty sure he's gonna come back though. Pretty sure. Like, solid odds that he will be back at some point.
Okay.
Sorry
You
if
guys
that's
have
confusing.
had a more interesting time in these corridors than we have. Which is saying a lot because we've been here for over a year now.
It's been a time, yeah. I have a ring that talks to me as well.
May I see?
Yeah, Kiki will fish it out and be like, yeah, this guy.
Oh, hi! Hello!
Come to
Name's
think of it,
Marcus!
I think actually Kingsley will turn as I think, regardless of whether he could hear the entire conversation, I'm certain hear Marcus.
Yeah.
As he'll sort of turn and just come to think of it, obviously we'll need to warn people, but there was that scholarly mage poking around who actually asked for our help initially. If we're looking for some help for this one, maybe he'd be our port of call.
He was
what?
actually, it's a valid point, because he was looking for stuff on the Ellyrian Empire.
It was, yes. Because I
Marcus
think
would be a
the...
first-hand source.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I think because at the very, very beginning, I
I
think
was so
before we met
confused
Hank-
then. I was
No.
so
Yeah,
confused. I was
it
like,
was
huh?
pre-teleport. The reason that
Yeah.
we got teleported was he sent us because he was he said something to the tune of like, "Oh, we're trying to reclaim this ancient Ellyrian, like basically
College.
massive sort of castle building school sort of thing, for the purposes of setting up an arcane academy sort of thing.
Yeah.
There won't be anything of value there information wise at the moment. It's just the site itself, but it's overrun with dinosaurs, so please clear it out."
I'd
Yeah.
completely forgotten about that.
That
Kiki's
was
like,
the
oh
original
yeah.
goal. That was the original quest.
We got distracted, you know?
I think it's understandable given the circumstances.
So
Y'all
the
ready?
mighty
I wanna get out of this
Hefboza's
place.
tanks up, but like sort of trudges up, and he is incredibly overladen. He's you know the scene where people just keep like lay down all your weapons before you see the king, and they just keep removing swords and knives, and it looks like Hef has prepared himself to enact that scene. He's so many weapons on him. And he says, well, if anybody looks at him, he says, "Never be too prepared. We may not be able to come back here."
How do you move with all that stuff on?
He's not slow. He's just it's a little. He doesn't look like a particularly graceful guy in the first place. So he can move normally. Yeah. He's like, "Actually, I find it quite helpful to be heavier than everybody else.
Especially
I
when
cannot be
swimming.
moved easily."
Me either.
Well,
Yeah. Hef is ready. Mejia has a small knapsack. Basically, it probably took her about 2 minutes to put all that she owns here into it. Pell and Miro. I mean, Miro seems to travel very lightly because she didn't seem to pack anything. She was just having a chat with Kiki and Kingsley. Pell has sort of packed up food supplies mainly. He says, "I'm not going to miss having to only eat mushroom bread and fish every day, but might as well bring as much as we've got with us for the journey. We don't know how much further we've got to go yet." All right. Well,
Absolutely.
I'll hold my hand out to Magia. Can I carry that for you, my lady?
And she goes, I appreciate the offer, but a lot of it is components for spells.
I got it. Can I carry you, my lady?
She said, I thought it wasn't allowed until wedding.
Carrying's fine. And I'll like literally walk
Then
over
yes,
and
you
scoop
can.
her up. Just scoop her up on one of my arms.
You receive
And just kind of walk
enthusiastic
back
consent.
Yeah.
I think Kingsley just blinks. I think he's just whiplashed between how forward Hank was and then discovering the not until marriage. Kingsley kind of just goes like,
Why can't I find a nice buff pigeon to carry me around?
Pell.
Luma, sorry, why can't I find me a buff Luma to carry me around?
Pell goes, I'd offer, but I'd have to ask Mara to carry the food. Don't worry. Magia has that effect on folk.
right. All right.
All right, then. Well, friends,
Not, wasting
once
any time.
more into the breach and so forth.
Yeah, I'll just
All right.
carry
Fight these
Magia
goblins?
along.
Yeah, Magia is quite happy to be a shoulder-mounted artillery piece.
And I do think he'll very quickly, just as we're leaving, and to be clear, these goblins you speak of, they can't be reasoned with.
No, I mean, well, none of us speak it. Well, May has a few words, but no, they were pretty aggressive when we first encountered them. And basically, you set foot in that corridor, they'll rush out. They've tried coming up this way a few times. We managed to fight them back. That's why we've got the barricades. But so we're sort of stalemated here.
Right. Okay. Well, lead the way.
The camp is roughly sort of potion bottle shaped, and with the it would seem that the stakes that they've used to make basically everything in here has been made out of mushroom stalk, sharpened mushroom stalks for the barricades, and they lead you up to a corridor in the wall of the cave, which is clearly man-made. The floor of the corridor is strewn with the debris of battle. Dozens of battles. Some of it is quite old. Basically, it looks like you just can't go in here without violence happening. The corridor is about 20 feet wide and about 100 feet long. And at the far end, it turns. There is a sort of there is a left-hand turn, but you can tell it is going into the corner of a room that you can see beyond. There's campfires lit from within, and Kingsley. Probably Milo actually would have the highest passive perception. Milo and Kiki, I would have thought.
Certainly. Yeah, those two. Not me.
You can hear chattering, sort of
I've only
almost
got 12
the
passive
chattering
perception.
well, then it would be Kiki.
17. So,
yeah. The chattering of a hyena clan, that sort of, like a lot of almost giggling. It sounds a little mean, even if you don't know what it actually means. There's always a sort of low-key aggressiveness. In my mind, whenever I hear, when I imagine goblins, even if you don't understand what they're saying, it always sounds a bit sort of mean and backstabby. And that might be racist of me, but you know what? They're not a real race, so it's okay.
No, they sound like that one group of girls in high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if you
It's
don't
like,
know
don't know
what
what
they're
you're
saying.
saying, but
Yeah.
it sounds bitchy.
Yeah, it sounds bitchy to me. So yeah,
I'll gently lower Magia to the ground. It might be better if you go on your own 2 feet now.
so you carry her
might
about
need
60
this.
feet, then put it back down again. Yep. And she said, "Oh, you don't want me sitting on your shoulder as you flex?"
I mean, I gotta swing this, and I'll no, I'm not going to do that. I will grab my maul. I gotta swing this. Like, anyway.
Are you
Gets
swinging
his
your
cock
maul or
out,
your
starts
long
slapping
sword?
goblins.
That's a good
Okay, let's
question.
take your turn.
I am attuned to the longsword. I'll intuitively go for the maul and then stop myself, and then I'll reach for the longsword instead. Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Basically, combat will begin when one of you enters the corridor. That's when they'll set the alarm off, pretty much. So you can prepare yourselves however you like. The Fools of Stone Tree are, Hef is sort of just getting. He looks like he's gonna. He's sort of standing next to Hank, waiting for Hank's go ahead, basically. And he and Hank. He looks like he and Hank will plan to be the center of any battle line. And Pell is taking up a spot behind him, about 15 feet behind with his bow drawn. Miro is standing next to her brother, but her hands are occupied with a pair of daggers, whilst Mejia is casting an enchantment, and she is going to give all three of the Bright Fools of Stone Tree and Hank bless.
Nice to
can you
know
mind-
where the
can
rest of us stand.
Can you remind me what bless does again?
You add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, add D4 to attack rolls and stuff.
As long as she can concentrate on it.
Milo, for his part, is going to draw his bow, and I will take advantage of my writhing tide, to get all the flying bugs come out of my quills, and I will be hovering a good 15 to 20 feet above the ground for this entire combat.
Hell yeah.
Last for 1
Miro
minute.
looks
if
at
I
that and
go
says,
too long rest.
"That's a good trick. Pal, you should learn this one."
It's just bugs.
Right you are.
And I think Kingsley will pull his pulls his sword sort of like in the moment to be like, haha, also getting himself ready for battle before he just lets it tumble. And it splashes into water before it hits the floor as he instead just produces his lyre.
Okay.
I'll race you, and then sorry, you go.
No. I
Yeah.
was just going to describe the goblin.
So just to clarify, how many feet between us and them at this point? We can't see them, right?
Yeah.
But how many feet between us and the edge of the?
About 100.
About 100 feet.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move together until we lock eyes with them.
Anything
I'll
gets
start.
past us, Miro can deal with.
And I'll
Anything
start
gets
slowly
past
jogging
us.
forward.
Hef and Hank begin jogging down the corridor, and a shriek goes up from the far end. And so I'm going to say Hef and Hank are about 20 feet ahead of everybody else. Kiki, where would you be?
I would approach, but like a safe distance behind them. I'm basically ready to for a ranged attack.
Right.
Like when the engagement happens, I'm gonna be shooting at them. But I like to think I'm twirling my staff like Darth Maul a little bit as I go. Wow.
So it seems to me Hef and Hank are going up the middle. Kiki is a little bit behind and to the side of Hank, and that Pell and Miro are doing a mirroring on the other side of the corridor behind Hef. Mejia is staying back. She is artillery.
As is Milo.
As is Milo. Where would Kingsley
And probably
be?
Kingsley.
Okay.
I think actually I'd maybe be a little in front of Milo and Mejia.
Yep.
But towards the back.
Okay. Love it. Then let's have a little bit of a change of music. We have definitely not that one. That one. A
Something a little
shriek
more
erupts
kick-ass.
from the far end of the corridor, and I'll get an initiative roll from everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, I actually rolled decent
The
initiative.
fool's got an 11,
Down there.
and the goblin's got a 3.
That's so mean.
That's about what I
I
expected.
got a 5.
Hank, you
Are
still
my
get to
dice
go
rolls
before the
coming up?
goblins.
Because they weren't last time. Did that
I'm
come
seeing
up?
stuff.
It
I'm
did
seeing
not.
stuff being rolled.
But no,
I'm not seeing it coming up in chat though.
God damn it. I wonder why it's doing that, because it was doing it last week as well.
So we have a 19 from Milo.
That's me.
The first 6 have come around the corner and are starting to fill the corridor, rushing towards you. Then we have an 8 from Kingsley. Karen, how did Kiki do?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Wow. So it's actually Kiki going first, then Milo, then the Bright Fools of Stone Tree. The Fools. Then it'll be... So, Kiki. Milo. Then it will be Kingsley. Then Hank. And finally the Goblins. Because I can't roll for shit. When it's the enemies. Alrighty. So the first 6 goblins are visible. They will be about 60 feet away from Hank, or 75 feet away from Kiki, and nearer 90 feet away from Milo.
Cool. I can't reach them. I have to be 30 foot. So I'm going to...
Well, yep, so you can run ahead. I mean, everybody's going to advance, I imagine.
Yeah. So I'm going to run until I'm... Oh, hello.
Hey, Teddy.
Say hello.
He has such an amazing smile, that child.
Say hello.
Oh, the cuteness. Yeah, Kiki will basically run until she's in range, and then a beautiful firework will shoot out of the end of her staff at the nearest goblin,
Cool.
aiming center mass.
So, what is your movement?
45.
You can actually do that then. You can, if you move your full movement, then you can throw a thing forward at 30 feet.
Cool.
There's 45 and 30 is 75 feet, which is how far away from them I said you were.
Cool.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, okay. Will a 27 hit?
Yes, it does. Yes, indeed. Yep.
Okay. That is 6 points of damage, which feels anticlimactic after that roll.
Yeah, you hit the very first goblin around the corner, screeches. You see this gangling little creature wearing a filth-smattered loincloth. Its skin lacks fur or feathers. It's just a sort of dark, filth-ridden green. Its face is... I'd say its head is sort of pumpkin-shaped, almost, with 2 very long pointed ears, kind of Elurian-shaped, but like longer and thinner. The nose is almost the same again, carrot-shaped, I would say. It's really quite long pointed ears and nose. The teeth are jagged, mismatched things that sort of erupt from gangrenous gums. They do not look like healthy creatures. The first one is wielding a very rudimentary cleaver and waving it above its head as it screams encouragement to its allies. And a bunch of them just boil around the corridor. Around the corner, and Kiki smacks this thing straight in the face with a firework. It explodes with a joyful "Psee!" And you only make it uglier. For 6 points of damage, did you say?
Yep.
6
then I'm
points of
gonna
damage on the first.
Gonna shoot it again.
Do it.
14.
A 14 does not, I'm afraid. It brings up a large pot lid that it seems to be using as a shield and deflects the second one off, and it arcs into the air above it, making a second and a bunch of its allies actually go, ah! There's a smattering of applause, and then they begin their charge towards you again.
Unsurprisingly, I'm going to burn a key point so I can...
Do that a couple more times.
Yeah.
Continue smacking him.
Ooh, crit!
Shit.
Yeah, approve
Natty
it.
20. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Not even dirty. That's a real one.
Hell yeah. For how much damage? So
Nice.
it's what's your damage dice?
It's 1d6 plus 4.
So it'll be an extra 6. So 10 plus whatever you roll.
14.
14. This second one, however, Kiki, it shouts at you, and you actually manage to get the thing in the mouth. And it's roaring aggression as it charges towards you. You use your staff to yeet this thing, and you just nail it in the mouth. It clamps it down, its teeth on the thing, and just like aggressively like, "Argh!" And then the thing goes off, and it expires because it's trying to hold an explosive in its teeth, and its head just sort of erupts. And the thing collapses. This only serves to enrage the others further, and they charge down the corridor towards you. But an excellent beginning, Kiki, as you've moved up 30 feet.
I have one
45
more.
feet. You do have one more. Excellent. Do it again. Hey, Quad. Quad type exclamation mark ticket in chat. We got another giveaway this week.
26.
26 is a hit on the one that basically walks over this one's corpse, picking
Leaps
up
over his
the
corpse,
pot lid,
gets... Yeah.
and takes up actually a defensive stance behind the pot lid. Hey, Crispin as well. Good to see you both. Crispin, I hope you've enjoyed. I believe the last week's wins have been sent out. Crispin was one of the winners from last week. How much damage?
The next goblin takes 7 points of firework damage in its
7.
goblin-y face.
Yeah, he roars over the first one and gets hit by another firework and scoops up the shield of the one and advances a lot more cautiously now, mimicking oddly enough the Spartan manner of just sort of crouching behind the shield with the blade extended. This opening barrage has definitely slowed them down a little bit.
You are welcome.
Next up, it's Milo.
He's going to take one look at these hairless, featherless, spineless bipeds. I am resisting the urge out of character to say, behold the man. But he's going to look at them, look at Kiki, who I assume, or whoever's nearest, probably Kingsley, and just say,
Probably
be
Kingsley.
careful, they look like they might have mange. I am going to Hunter's Mark the closest one to me.
Yep.
And
Would you
I'm
wanna
going
be-
to... Oh, yeah.
That one, it's not necessarily the one Kiki just shot. Would it be that one, or do you want
No.
another one?
I don't care.
Go.
Another one's fine. And I am going to... That's 90 foot. What's her name? So it's fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, cool. And, yeah, I'll try to shoot it with this longbow. Hey, Josh, does a 30 hit?
Yeah, let me just check. Yes, it does.
Yes. All right. My 30 does 11 damage,
to be
plus
sure.
my d6. Yeah, it is good to be sure. 13 damage.
13.
With
Your
my
first
fancy
shot
bow.
feathers itself nicely in the stomach of one of these onrushing creatures, and it shrieks in pain. Then it yanks the blade out, yanks the arrow out, and sort of licks it, runs it along its tongue, and continues. Just sort of throws it to the ground. Pulls out its little short bow and looks like it's going to shoot you back with your arrow.
Milo goes, what the fuck? And I'll shoot again. Does 31 hit?
It does.
That's going to do 9 plus... It's going to do 10 damage. And this is
Milo-
a magic one.
How do you do this?
It pulls out a bow, looks to shoot Milo back with the exact same arrow.
Yeah.
Milo is going to split his own arrow from this distance, and it's going to go straight through this thing, straight up the arm, straight into the chest.
Yep. This time around, it does not seem to be able to tank a second arrow from Milo, and the creature goes down. It doesn't stop the arrow being picked up by a friend of his, though, as the next one stepping over this one's corpse pulls the arrow that split the arrow. Just ran out of energy. Totally fine, mate. I'm glad he's back from Adelaide, though, because I know he was having a rough time there. That's good. Cool. Yes, this goblin now has... the silly thing about picking up arrows that have been shot at you, unless you have a similarly sized bow, you shouldn't shoot like an arrow for a long bow with a short bow or something like that. You just can't shoot them properly. But these ones are pretty feral creatures and not particularly fussy about that sort of thing. Next up is the Bright Falls of Stone Tree. Hef is actually going to have to burn his whole movement and action to stay ahead of Kiki, because he has a normal 30 foot of movement, so he has to run just to keep up and actually do his job of being the shield in front of everybody else. But Kiki just zips ahead of everybody else and starts flinging fireworks, and Hef says to Hank, "All right then, your friends are very quick," and just clumps up ahead of you. This is a Komodo dragon of a lizard folk.
You ain't seen shit yet.
Yeah. He's got his shield out. His shield is made of the bones of various creatures that have sort of been lashed together into almost a raft. But it's a full... It would cover him from neck to ankle, this shield. It's a big piece of stuff. It's like a wall he's carrying with him. Yeah, a tower shield. A scutum. It's actually roughly curved, so it'd be almost the Roman style.
Yeah.
He's gone full Roman style. I think he's got a short sword, a gladius, more designed for thrusting, that he's ready behind. But that's him. He just moves up and gets ready. He does not have an action. Then Pell and Miro begin to mirror Milo's action as they move up and begin raining arrows down on the goblins. Let's have a couple of rolls for them. In fact, can I get some in chat? Can I get a couple of exclamation mark roll space the number 20s in chat for Pell and Miro? I think I'm gonna roll for the goblin that that Kiki got a second firework on, as we got a 6 and a 4. Oh dear. Oh well. So those arrows aren't quite as well aimed, and you can begin to understand why the heroes of the Bright Falls of Stone Tree have not been able to make very much progress against these guys, as both arrows do not appear to do any damage. And then Magier steps up.
You get to add a D4 to their attack rolls.
That is true.
That
is true. I don't think it's going to help. But no, it's a 1, and that's also a 1. Yep, nope. If it had been a 4, it would have helped the 6. Magier steps up, and she casts Create Bonfire on the one that Kiki had already hit with a firework. And she shouts something in Elluran. It's sort of a conjuration in Elluran that translates roughly as let the bodies hit the floor, let us say. And though I think only Hank may understand that. Or Kingsley probably knows Elluran.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Kingsley knows a surprisingly small amount of languages for a storyteller.
I know.
The only person I was thinking Kingsley might, because he was raised by an Elluran priestess.
That's a good point.
Kiki and Kingsley,
Yeah.
I don't think they're fluent in the
doesn't,
language, but they know some phrases. They probably wouldn't know this one necessarily.
Maybe enough to recognize it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Elluran.
the language the sermons were in on the weekends. So So yes, the goblin rolled a 3 to avoid being inflamed. Fent Pickle, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. Fent Pickle, make sure you type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win. We've got a couple of giveaways going on this evening. Let us roll that one. Okay, well, it takes a whole 3 points of fire damage, unfortunately, from Magier. I just rolled very low, unfortunately. It was a good spell. And then we're on to Hank. No, Kingsley, then Hank.
You said all the goblins are still short ways away and are grouped up here.
They are still relatively clustered, yep.
Excellent. Okay. Well, with that being the case then, Kingsley is going to step up and in spite of the fact that I have another option, I think he's more concerned about getting everyone through unharmed and frankly having the opportunity to show off a little in front of our new friends, as I think after a moment he will actually pull the lyre from his hand, instead reaching into a pocket and producing his pan flute. How he plays it without lips is a bit of a mystery, but he manages as he sort of hooks the end of his beak to it and begins to sort of slide it back and forth, generating this haunting melody as gold sort of seems to drip and then swirl up from the bottom end of the various pipes, swirling up into the air around the goblins, entrancing them much the way the firework did, as I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. And I need all of them to make wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
Against that.
I'm going to, I'm going to roll it for, I've got enough dice to do this. So what number am I looking for?
You are looking for a wisdom save DC 16.
A 16 wisdom. They have a -1. So I need a 17 on the dice. 1 so far. 2. 3. 4. I got 2 18s, a 17, and a 20. So 4 of the 10 remaining pass. The other 6 fail.
Excellent. The gold sort of fills the air above them, and if I think begins to form the kind of ghostly shapes of a bunch of small flitting birds of various sizes, which continue to sort of create the same sounds as the panpipes, these sort of mimicking of birdsong. As he'll concentrate on it, it'll last for a minute. All the ones that fail are charmed for the duration. And while they're charmed by the spell, they are incapacitated and they have a speed of 0. But it ends if either someone takes an action to shake them out or if they take damage.
Right.
So we have 4 of them that are currently still charging, and the rest of them are all just kind of standing there entranced by the golden bird song.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think that with that, he'll also... look towards the it was Mirror, right, the one with the daggers, and just
yes,
yeah, and we'll just sort of give them a wink and just should be easy pickings, and I'll give them a bardic inspiration.
Nice. Miro is sort of has jogged up behind. Are you advancing as well?
I do think that he'll move, but just his standard sort of 30 feet up. He's keeping nearby, but he's not in a rush to be on the front lines like everyone else. So
yeah, I was just staying with the formation sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. You absolutely do that, and then it is Hank's turn. These goblins are the 4 remaining ones that are not sort of bewitched. Have formed themselves actually into a little bit of a shield wall across the corridor and are advancing a little bit more sensibly now. They actually have it's a reaction that they all have and they've all used, seeing as a bunch of their allies have sort of slowed down. They look a little confused. But yeah, the one that has been set on fire a couple of times has sort of rallied the rest of the rest of them around him, and they've formed a line. So they all have a reaction called Shield Formation. Can use its reaction to raise its shield and increase the AC of an adjacent goblin by 2 when it's that adjacent goblin is attacked. So they're all sort of in that formation.
Right. Well, I'm gonna. I'm within 80 feet of them, aren't I?
You are indeed.
Yes, most certainly. I'm gonna roll my neck, flare my eyes, and then I'm just gonna charge in using my feline agility. I'm gonna move up to 80 feet, and as so that's one of my abilities. The same thing that I used when I tried to get away from the dragon.
Yeah.
So I will charge towards them. As I'm charging in, I'm going to switch out my longsword for my great axe, which is like the sharpened shoulder blade.
Yeah.
That I've kind of crafted into a great axe, and I'm going to slide in on my knee and then just swing it as hard as I can at the. I'd say I'm going to hit him from one side, so I'm going to hit him from the right-hand side, and I'm just going to swing at that one first.
Alrighty.
So let's see if that one will hit. Attack. And I'm not going to attack recklessly, because there are 10 of them. So I'm just going to... I don't know what still don't know what they're capable of yet, so I'm going to be somewhat cautious. So my first attack comes in at a whopping, so I get to roll a d4.
Yep.
To add on to that. Roll. Oh, boo. Okay, so what's that?
Enough.
That's not going to be enough. Let's see. Have I got an inspiration? I do. I'm going to re-roll.
Yep. You actually all have inspirations because we did hit a follower goal of late.
Beautiful.
And Hang has Bless, yes?
I do. I did use it.
You did use it.
So 17 plus a d4. Do I need to roll a d4 for the 17, or is 17 enough?
A 17, you will want to roll the d4.
Roll. 20 then.
A 20. 20 does hit.
All right.
Cool.
So I'll hit the first one on the far right-hand side for a beautiful 10 plus 5 plus 2 from my rage. So that's 17 slashing damage. Then, utilizing my weapon mastery, I'm going to utilize Cleave.
No, because we're not playing with the 2024 rules. That's
Oh.
I don't use the weapon mastery rules.
All right, sweet. In that case,
But
I will
you did
remove
kill
that
it.
from my list of things. Okay, beautiful. I will continue the swing through. Then I like to think that I've just like cleaved through the shield.
Yeah.
And now it's going to transfer from slashing damage to bludgeoning damage as I pick this creature up bodily and its shield that I have the axe embedded in and just smash it into the neighboring one.
Yeah.
Making another roll. 16 plus 19.
A 19 is a hit. That
Okay.
bless is coming in clutch.
It is coming in clutch. Thank you,
Because
Marla.
that's 2 that have done that.
Beautiful. So that's 18.
And that
Damage.
is a second goblin that you have bludgeoned to death with another goblin. Because most of the goblin is attached to the shield, so you've picked up the entire thing. The deceased goblin, which you kind of semi-bisected.
Through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to abruptly like halt the momentum so the body flies off the end of my axe. And then I'm just going to swing it around and come down with an action surge.
Hell yeah.
And
Nice.
attack
Good
the
for
next one in line. Oh my god, I keep rolling that. Let's see if Bless comes in clutch once more. 18. Might not be enough. Maybe.
18 is the number you needed.
Hey.
Okay, that'll be
That is one of the best
Just
blesses I've
landed
ever
on
seen.
16 points of slashing damage.
This one manages to get his shield up just in time, and he's sort of like,
Yeah.
ah! This is the first time you've seen fear in one of these creatures. He gets up his arm. He gets up the shield. The shield and the arm behind it are both split in half by the blow that Hank brings down, but he is still up.
And then I'm going to wedge it out of the shield, put my foot on the shield to push him back slightly, so there's a slight gap in the line, and then I'm going to swing at the next dude in the line. So
yeah.
not the same guy, I'll swing at the next guy with my 4th attack. My 18 is what I needed.
I'll
roll the D4 anyway, but I rolled in one. So 19. And then,
19.
on the next guy, not as much damage this time, 12 damage on the next guy in the line.
12. That one actually would die, because he was already hurt. Liquor Witch is raiding us. Thank you very much for the raid, you bloody champions. Favorite raid emotes up in chat, everybody. Liquor Witch.
And I'd like to think that that goblin's kind of gone, like expecting his companion to be there, just seeing falling back, this foot pushing the shield, and then I'll just hit it straight in the top of the head with the axe, and just push down as hard as I can, just letting out this sound.
Yeah. If you are listening for it, you... That's my future husband. No. So no, Hank is nowhere near close enough, but Kingsley does overhear Magier go, "That's my future first husband."
Milo would also definitely hear that, because I think I was back with Magier, and he'll just go, "Congratulations!"
Thank you. I don't think he knows exactly what he's in for yet.
Liquor
Witch, thank you very much for the raid, you bloody champions. I'm offline. That's a weird thing to say when you're definitely not. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Hope you had a great stream. I'm just going to do a quick shout out. We are currently mid-combat at Liquor Witch. What were you guys doing? They were playing some tabletop RPGs. What tabletop RPG were you playing, Liquor Witch? We are playing this tabletop RPG. We're playing Breakout from Blood Moon Bay, which is a third-party 5e expansion. It's an excellent thing by the wonderful Glenn Watkins of Every Trick Books, and if you'd like to own it, we're giving it away today. So type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win a copy of Breakout from Blood Moon Bay, or a $30 gift voucher for the Every Trick Books online store, which you can spend on getting another copy of this book if you really want. We've got a couple of giveaways going on this evening, so please, !ticket in chat, and we will keep on with the adventure. Hank has just ruined a goblin battle line. It was 4 of them looking quite disciplined and sensible. 2 of them are deceased, one's missing an arm. 3 of them are deceased, and the other is missing an arm. And there is also 6 guys standing behind him who are all, stunned by the pretty butterflies that Kingsley summoned as well. So these goblins aren't looking like a huge threat currently, but we go to the goblins' turn. There is 1 goblin with enough sense to make an attack. The other 6, is it at the end of every round, do they get to make the save again, Kingsley?
No. They get
just...
to... So there's no repeat save, it's just they automatically get broken out of the effect if they either take damage or if someone uses their action to kind of shake them.
Shake them out.
Hey, come back to Earth.
I love it.
Otherwise, they're just charmed.
Fantastic. Then there is 1 goblin that is going to attack Hank. Let's see how that goes.
It's just 1 goblin, just like, yeah!
One-armed goblin.
Death or glory!
He chooses death.
He is choosing. I think he's choosing. Tried to something. He's definitely making a choice here. A 22 to hit from the goblin.
You bet.
He raises that cleaver that has been through 3 goblins now. He picks up somebody else's cleaver and brings it down on Hank for a total of 9 slashing damage.
All right, halved
Yeah.
damage. Or I kind of like turn my eyes and flare my nostrils at him, and just like let out another deep guttural roar.
And then he uses his bonus action to make a nimble escape and takes the disengage action to scuttle back amongst his allies who are and sort of poking them, but ineffectually because he can't use his action to wake them up. So it's like, "What are you doing?" But it's all like sort of it's all in Goblin. Yeah, Sirenscape is like, "No, I don't think we can, mate. I don't think we've got the music in us today." So, you're very welcome, Liquor Witch. You're very welcome indeed. Thank you very much for joining us. Then that's the Goblin's turn. That was remarkably easy. It's Kiki's turn.
Cool. So there's a bunch of stunned.
There is 1 non-stunned and 6 stunned goblins.
Ooh, how mean am I feeling?
Well, so they're technically charmed and incapacitated, so you won't get the benefits of stun,
Yeah,
unfortunately. They basically just won't fight back until we hurt them.
yeah.
Okay, how mean would it be to Burning Hands? Distracted goblins.
They are
Like,
kind
would
of
that-
in a. They are very much in a
trance.
sort of.
Like,
would
would that make me a bad person?
No.
Make you a funny person.
Some would say a chef.
They're not paying attention, so I fucking brand them.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to rush up and Burning Hands. Is the cluster
clump.
of goblins.
What
When
is
you're
the
giving a
range
kid a
on
needle.
Burning Hands?
It is a 15-foot cone,
Cone.
from where I'm standing.
You would be able to get 4 of them.
Okay,
Is that
I will
acceptable?
get 4 goblins.
Very well. 4 of the stunned goblins.
They need to make a dex saving throw.
I think they automatically fail it because they are incapacitated.
No, by raw, all incapacitated does is what is it? You can't take actions or reactions.
Okay.
As it. So technically, they're still allowed to make dex saves.
Okay. I make deck saves then. They're
Which is
reasonably
kinda
good at
fun.
these.
15 is the number.
I got 2 16s and a 15 on the dice, plus 2. So only 1 fails.
Okay. For fuck's sake. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Rough.
3, 4, 5, 6. So one of them takes 6, the others take 3. That is bollocks.
One of them takes 6, the other take 3. I will say that one of the ones you got was the one that was badly injured by Hank, the one that was missing an arm. So you definitely killed one of them with it, because he only had 1 hit point left after Hank chopped his arm off. And then you did 3 points of damage to 2 of them, and 6 to 1 of them. Lovely. Do you have anything else you want to do? I think that's all you can do with that because you can't do flurry of blows with that one. Karen?
Don't believe so.
Yeah, I will back up though.
Okay. Yep.
Because I would have been 30 foot away, so I can back up 15 feet to
Yeah, absolutely.
to just put a little distance between me and the goblins.
What does your burning hands look like?
It looks like you know when there's a fireworks display and sometimes on the ground they'll have the ones that kind of like do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. But
I want to say it's a
like,
Roman candle.
it looks like this. Very descriptive, Karen. Yeah, it's like a spray of like it's like someone's holding a hose of sparkles and just waving it back and forth.
It's a sprinkler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a sprinkler of yeah, it's a sprinkler of firework sparkles at them.
Love it.
Excellent.
Kiki sprays fire all over all of these creatures and
Yes,
actually gets an
Kiki.
appreciative ooh from Pell there.
Oh, not the goblins
like-
this time.
No, the goblins are not that keen on it. However, 4 of them or 3 of them rather are now capable of movement. But Pell definitely goes ooh. I'm suddenly wishing I've never wanted to be a loomer so much in my life.
I love how that it could have been like 18 points of damage.
Could have.
It was 6.
Yeah, it was 6.
I'm real mad.
Yeah.
I understand.
Don't worry, the chances of killing them with 18, like, you would have had to roll 17, is the number you need to kill them. So, it would, yeah, you could have done a lot more, but yeah. The chances
Still
of actually
mad.
killing somebody were quite low. And I did roll very high to resist. Excellent. So Kiki withdraws a little bit, taking her place behind, pretty much going back to behind Hef Bodas, who is still clanking up, and he's just like, wait for me. Hank's having too much
Doing
fun.
his best.
He's like, he clearly was like, I thought we were going to walk together slowly towards them in a menacing fashion, and then you run ahead.
Sorry!
Glory hounds.
Got overexcited!
That's okay. Milo, it's your turn.
So the now dead goblin that was hunter's marked,
Uh-huh.
you see the hunter's mark fizzle out, and the next goblin in line is going to start glowing that like mossy, sagey, like almost kind of yucky, swampy
Okay.
green of Milo's hunter's mark. As I'm going to level this ornate bow that definitely does not fit Milo's aesthetic, and boop, another one.
And bop him.
Actually, I will specifically target the one that picked up my other arrow.
Sure. Yep, absolutely.
All right, and it's hunter's marked now. Oh, 17. Does that hit?
Yes.
Woo! Rolling damage. That's gonna be if that could move. Ah! What was it? Because my whole thing just died.
A
That's
10?
so cool. Cool, and then I'll add my d6. Oh, I'm back. Cool. 10 plus 2 is gonna be 12 damage on this guy.
12 damage. If it's one, is it one of the one? Are you targeting one of the ones that is active?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. In which case, I'm just gonna roll a d3, because there's a chance you might actually kill something. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you shoot
Very
one of the
nice.
ones that Kiki. You shoot the one that took the most damage from Kiki's attack, and that means that there is just enough damage between them that you bring it down with the shot.
Very cool. I will
teamwork!
take. Yes, go. As
So
it
the
just
mossy
pierces
green around him
straight
is
through
actually
this
still
thing.
flames a bit. Yeah.
I'll turn to another one, which is not hunter's marked, but
Yeah.
one of the other ones that Kiki hit, and I'll swing again. 24.
With your bow. Yep.
Yeah, swing with my bow. That's fine for 9 damage.
For 9 damage. Bringing them to a total of 12 injuries.
And yeah, I'll use my movement to just float myself forward a bit more, and that is my turn.
Wafting down the corridor, laying waste to
Milo's just
things
having
before
a
you.
little. Milo, I need you to know it's like this really like calm, like bobbing, just like.
Yeah. Mejia is actually, she's got a wizard staff and is using it to sort of push you forwards, like ahead of her. And she says, that
Having
was
a
a
great
good shot. And then raises
you.
her hands above her head and says, she screams out in Ellerin, set the fire to the third bar. And, which is a Snow Patrol lyric.
Yep. I was gonna say, so
and-
she's sung lyrics. So she's
Is
secret.
not enough. The goblin, she once again manages to cast her. She's wreathing another goblin in flames. She's aiming for the one that Milo just shot, and does 8 points of damage this time around, which actually kills it.
My job.
The first kill for the Bright Fools. Hef Bodaz reaches Hank's side and is going to lay into one of the ones who is just standing there, totally like off with the fairies. Let's see how he goes. And a 2 on the dice. Not great. Can I get a couple of exclamation mark roll space the number 20s in chat, please, for Pell and Miro? Because it seems like Mejia is the only person who's in any way useful from among these 4. Maybe the name Fools is more than indicative of something.
Yeah, Miro does also have my bardic inspiration dice. If
That's
that will
true.
help in any
Yes.
way.
She is sort of dashed ahead and is throwing daggers. That's a 6. Not great. I'm going to say that was Pell, who's just pelting them with arrows from afar, but
I'm
can't.
gonna roll one.
Oh, Terrace, it's okay.
All right.
It happens to all of
A
us.
12.
Got
There
a
you go.
12.
Miro flicks a dagger that flies over Hank's shoulder. I reckon it's just far enough away from Hank's ear that Hank's like, that was not close. Like, I was not in danger there, but you could be further away. You could miss me more, and I would be okay with it. I'm gonna have, I think we still, they have a +3, so she is still gonna have to use that bardic inspiration, which is a D8.
How long does
let me
Bless last?
confirm
They
that
still have
for
Bless?
you.
Oh, they do have bless. You're very right.
My
3,
bardic inspiration dice are a D8. Yes.
Yeah. With a 3, she would actually hit. With the bless, so she doesn't need to burn the bardic inspiration.
There we go. Perfect.
4, because it's a dagger. 4 points of damage plus her plus 2, so 6 points of damage on the other one that was already hurt by Kiki's flames, taking it up to 9 damage. Is a much better roll around for the Bright Fools of Stone Tree, and then it's Kingsley.
All right.
There are,
I think
4 left. Only one of whom, 2 of whom have been snapped out of it because Hef missed, but he did still attack something.
That's all right. I do think that Kingsley will. What's the best way? Yeah, I do think we'll just. All right, as he'll stow the pan flute. I think once again reaching up, that kind of green filling his palm before he closes his hand around it, and it forms the sort of ornate filigree bow. As he'll draw 2 green arrows formed from sort of twirling, sort of fine wire arcane magic, and I'll just fire off an Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
A bardic
Blast.
Bardic Blast.
Thank you.
Sorry.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna fire. I'll just fire one first. I'm gonna go for one of the ones that's been woken up.
Yep. The injured one or the not one?
I rolled damage first because I'm a fool. The injured one.
The injured
I'm
one?
trying to finish it off. I got a 16.
A 16 is the number you need, except it's not, because it's near a friend who's now awake, who's going to use their reaction to use their shield to increase his AC by 2.
Well then I will target the injured one again. I'm just gonna go for it. And
Lower.
that is worse, as
Rough.
both Eldritch Bardic Blasts ricochet off the thing's shield. And I think there'll just be a sort of a frustration as he clicks his beak. But I'll hold my bonus action, I think, wanting to conserve some stuff in there.
Yep. Cool. Mejia looks at you and goes like, you did not have this before.
He'll just no, magic, as he kind of opens his palm and it kind of burns up quickly in a flash of green.
She shrugs and says, obviously. I think your pockets cannot possibly be that deep. Then it's Hank's turn. Hank, who has everything to prove.
Bro, we just got engaged. She's got nothing to prove.
A potential spouse to impress, I suppose.
I'm gonna throw the axe to the ground and take my long sword up at this point and just move in to the next nearest opponent and very casually just like arm driving straight forward with the sword. I'm going set for center of mass here, and I'm leaving myself open to potential attacks. So I will be recklessly attacking.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Are you going for one of the ones that's currently active or one of the ones that's like not really awake yet?
Oh, I'm definitely going for the active ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care to attack the ones that are
Sure.
not causing me any threat. So that's a 29.
It does.
Yes, it does indeed. And I'll actually do it two-handed, like drive my sword in two-handed.
Yep.
So let's just roll that damage. What's that? 11 plus 2 from the rage is 13. So 13 damage. Does it finish it?
The damage. If you are aiming at the injured one,
pretty much. Whichever is the closest and looks like they're somewhat distracted.
so Hef is going for one that's now active, but uninjured.
I won't take Hef's kill. I won't take Hef's kill.
All right, in which case you would be attacking the injured one because there's only one that's currently doing stuff and is...
okay, well, it's the
and
injured
that one is injured,
then. Yeah.
and yes, so that would absolutely kill it, yeah.
All right.
Kiki's final flame-touched one goes down to Hank, kind of just skewering him in the center with a long sword, just run him right through.
Yeah. And then I'm going to turn and looking at the other one fighting with Hef, I'm going to swing my sword down and hamstring it. And
Nice.
again, recklessly roll. 18 is
Easy enough. Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
And rolling the damage. I'll re-roll that because that is a 1 roll.
And it's two-handed, so you can.
Beautiful.
6. That's
So
better.
that is 6 plus 6 plus 2, 14 slashing damage.
And this is
the
on the
back
one-
of the legs.
Yep.
The one
Yep.
fighting Hef.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna obviously just let go with one hand and grab its hair and hold it there, but ready for Hef.
For Hef to finish it. Yep.
Yeah.
Love
Obviously
it.
not with any sort of action
No,
in
yeah.
sense, but I'm just grabbing a
Narratively.
hold of it.
Yep.
Narratively, yes. And I
You
don't
kind of
really
grab it
have-
by the scruff of its neck, as it doesn't have
Yeah.
its scalp is bald. Hey, Nerd Haller, good to see you.
I
Thanks
like
very
to
much
think
for
I
that roll.
literally grab it by the top of the head and
Yeah.
squeeze, and claws start to dig into the
Ooh.
scalp
Yep.
kind of
Yep.
thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I don't really have any bonus actions anymore. So that'll be made.
And I missed my brother.
Did I do that? Nerd Haller will take that 11 for Hef when it's his turn.
Thank you.
We'll use that 11 because that'll probably do it.
Appreciate you.
Thanks very much, mate. And don't forget, Nerd Haller, seeing as you've just rocked up, type !ticket in chat because we've got a giveaway going on for a couple of neat things. D&D 5e supplements to give away. So grab one of those. It's the Goblin's turn. This one goblin Hank, you're gripping it by the top of its head. It's going to sort of try and slash at your arm to try and make you let go more than anything else. And because you attacked it advantage-wise, it gets it back at you, which is nice because that means it gets a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
As it sort of just slashes with its scimitar for a total of 10 slashing damage.
All right, halved.
Yep.
Damage.
And yeah,
I'm just gonna kind of tilt my head and look at it, and just stare it in the eyes with my eyes wide open,
Horrifying.
yeah, it's trying. I think. Hang on, I'm gonna roll for it. Nat 20.
Oh,
It just
yeah.
grimaces back at you. It hisses back at you. In fact, it says something that. It says something quite loudly that all four of you are welcome to make
Meows
a
at
check
you.
about.
What style of check?
I'm just trying to think. It would probably be either wisdom or
Insight?
intelligence. Yeah,
Just flat, one or the other?
it would be insight, is what it would be.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled off an 18 onto a 5. What's yours? Roll off a 19 onto a 9.
Oof. Yeah, 7,
Dirty
10,
20.
9. Dirty 20 for Kiki.
Oh,
Kiki, yeah,
7.
you're close enough to hear this.
Sorry, I just
Kiki-
assumed I was.
Yeah, no, you absolutely are. You're closer than Milo and Kingsley are.
Okay,
but
cool.
this thing says it quite loudly. And Kiki, it says its implication. What it's saying is, it does not fear death, for it knows it will rise again.
Ooh.
20 was the number you needed. It was a high check. I was just wanting to see if one of you might know. Kiki, yeah, it's definitely yes, it's saying, "I will rise again," and that's the goblin's turn
Kiki-
because the other two haven't been woken back up yet.
Can Kiki shout something back?
Yeah, if you like. I mean, it was said for Hank, but yeah, everybody can hear it.
It's like, just in time to see us get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Well, yes. What am I doing? It is Kiki's turn, actually.
Kiki is gonna run in and crack some heads.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So she's gonna rush back in the 15 feet she was away from the goblins
Yep.
and hit one in the head with her quarterstaff.
You're aiming presumably not at the one Hank is currently kindly holding out so Hef can finish it for him.
I
you're going
wouldn't,
for
I
one of
wouldn't
the
want
others?
to, steal someone else's,
That's fair. Yeah.
It's like, look, he's clearly not holding the goblin out to me. That'd just be rude if I
So
just,
yeah, you're going for one of the stunned ones.
so all
Just
the rest are
steal
stunned?
another man's summary execution.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Rude.
No, I'm gonna. Sorry. No,
That's so true.
I'm gonna whack one of them about the head, and I'm
Very
gonna
well.
stop clicking on the freaking thing because it is not working.
Doesn't help you. No.
27.
Jesus. Yep. Does.
Um,
Sometimes
Yeah.
Kiki's just good.
yeah, I know. It's nice. It's nice when that happens. I have 11 points of damage.
Marvelous.
the stunned
11
goblin.
on the first one. Yep.
And then I give it a little twirl and I whack him again. Dirty 20.
Does.
13 points of damage.
How do you do this, Kiki? The first hit wakes this thing up, and then the second hit kills it. So,
I like to think that, like, the first hit is, like, to the side of his head and he kind of stagnates, like, whoa. And then the next one kind of gets him under the chin and he does a little backflip and
Yeah.
dies.
belly flops onto his back. Feet
To be fair,
go
that's
up,
how I
down.
want to go out.
It's a pretty good way to go.
There is only one left other than the one Hank is holding. Are you happy with that, or do you want to burn brightly?
I do want to burn brightly. So I can either shoot it or hit it. You know what? I don't think I can hit it with the quarterstaff as a bonus action.
No, you can unarmed attack if you want.
Yeah, I can either unarmed or I can radiant sunbolt.
If you want, like, my point is, if you can definitely do one of those without burning a key point. But yeah, we have a Milo before Hef's turn if we're waiting for Hef to kill this last thing.
Oh, so the only one I can go for is Hef's?
Oh no, there is another one. It's just yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then I will burn a key point and, because it's an unarmed attack, I'm going to say I kick it with 1 foot.
Sure.
Just like, boom, bam, and then like side kick at this other one. And 23.
Nice. Yep.
I need different dice. 9 points of damage.
It was a good start.
And gets another kick. And that's 12. So that one misses.
Yeah.
I like to think it was like 2 quick kicks, and the first one hits, and then he kind of staggers backwards,
Yeah.
so the second one just hits air.
Yeah. It was,
You'd be like, damn it!
it was a double fly, it was a fly kick, so you sort of went off your
Airball.
staff, and both feet going forwards, and the first kick made him lose his balance, and the second hit missed because of that. It's Milo's turn as Kiki lands, twirls her staff defensively in front of herself, and Milo presumably shoots the guy that Kiki just kicked.
You kick him back. So the second one misses, but you kick him back just as Milo's arrow flies over your shoulder. I will re-hunters mark this guy and take 2 shots at him. First is a 16, so it doesn't hit. Second one is a 17 and does.
Amusingly, they both do.
Just barely?
But, the
Oh,
16
very cool.
only misses if they're in a clump. If one of the others can use their reaction.
10, 14, so 24. 28 damage.
Yeah, you slaughter this thing. The 2 arrows, I reckon Milo's actually put 2 arrows to the string, and the arrows fly either side
he's
of
trying
Kiki's
to
head.
impress Hank's future wife.
Yeah.
Not because he wants to impress her like that, but because he's like,
I'm
Hank's
also
pretty cool,
cool.
so she must be cool, so she might be a snake.
Yeah. The arrows fly either side of Kiki's head simultaneously and take this creature in both shoulders, pinning it against a wall as it slumps forwards. And then Milo continues to kind of upsettingly just float up the corridor slowly, supported by a large quantity of flying bugs and insects.
That one scene from Hereditary, but like if it was worse.
Yeah. And then Hefbodas draws his gladius and with a nod of appreciation to Hank, steps up and just runs the creature through, with the bless coming in clutch again because he was actually going to be 1 point off hitting it. That bless once again. I've never seen a bless cause that many hits that wouldn't otherwise have hit in a single combat.
Putting in work.
Does a mighty 6 points of damage, which kills the final goblin and ends the combat.
Cool. Into the kind of moment of silence after the last goblin falls, Kiki's going to be like, good work, everyone. I just feel like I need to point out that one of them yelled something about he doesn't fear death because he will rise again. So just on the off chance these pricks are going to come back to life, which way? That way.
We should keep moving before any of them have a chance then.
Magia says, do any of you have the capacity to tell if something is undead?
I mean, I can keep it dead.
But for
Milo
how
has his
long?
little hand up.
She then looks at Milo and says, we then do.
Okay. And I will do my where are we? Primeval awareness. 1 minute per level of spell slot. Yeah, fake things are undead, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I'll spend a first level spell slot on that. Very cool.
It doesn't tell you numbers, but you do know that you are surrounded by undead creatures.
Oh, there's a shit ton of them.
There is a lot of undead in this corridor with you.
Like, we gotta go, guys.
Run. And I think Kingsley just takes off.
Yep. Milo drops to the ground and is hot on your fucking heels.
This would explain why we have not made any progress. They keep coming back. They're revenants.
I can think of other reasons too. And he's doing it.
I'll approach Magia and scoop her up again if she will willingly allow it.
Yeah.
And then I will start jogging along to try and keep up.
It's giving the mummy the relationship Hank and Magia have. It's definitely Izzy and Brendan Fraser's character from the mummy, for me anyway.
As we run, because we're worried about these things coming back, right?
Yeah.
So I do think that as we run, I think Kingsley's actually going to sort of nudge down towards Milo, and sort of tapping Milo on the shoulder, will just, quick, pass me one of those mushrooms.
He's going to pass you 3 mushrooms. There's going to be a glow one, puff cap one, and something that you don't recognize that was in his pocket.
From before.
He'll just, like,
He's one I prepared earlier.
Like, you see him sort of, like, wince for a split second, but doesn't really have the time to second-guess the decision. As once we have cleared, sort of, like, I assume we're all, like, dashing, moving as fast as we can. Once we have gotten a short, sort of maybe 60 to 90 feet from the corpses, or soon to be not corpses of these goblins, he will turn, I think, throwing the mushrooms back the way they came. And as he tosses them, opens his beak, as I think gold once again begins to sort of rim the edges of it as he speaks, I think playing, sort of plucking the lyre at the same time. And as this happens, the mushrooms begin to glow the same color and shake before they suddenly and rapidly expand, as I'm going to cast Plant Growth to fill the entire tunnel behind us with all
overgrowth of
normal
mushrooms.
plants in that become thick and overgrown. So they are now moving at a quarter speed for a 100-foot radius circle. So he's just going to fill the tunnel as best he can behind them.
What
in
happens?
The hopes that it will slow them a lot.
What happens, Kingsley? These creatures aren't going to reanimate right this second, though you don't know that, obviously. But what happens is you create basically a wall. As you run into the goblin camp, they had their own little space. Not eerily similar, actually, to the camp of the Bright Fools of Stonetree, but they had it in a little flagstoned room. About 80 feet across, and a half dozen filthy little tents, a couple of watchfires. They did not have the luxury of building materials in quite the same quantity as the Bright Fools, and were therefore obliged to make stuff out of broken furniture. This place was presumably once a sitting room, it would look like, though very little remains. No, not a sitting room. It would actually have been a workshop, like a place where things were made and built. But all the benches and things have been turned into other things. You can see, however, like a bench top is now part of a barricade wall and things like that. Much of it seems to have been burnt. Whatever it was they were eating, there is a rat sort of skewered over one of the campfires. And
Someone
you
cast
feel
revive on him.
you fill the corridor behind you with mushroom life. The actual doorway becomes basically obscured by the initial mushrooms you planted, but then the mushrooms continue to grow and actually start growing out of the corpses. Because that's what mushrooms will do when you cast plant growth on them. They will find the place to grow out of fast. You don't know necessarily if this will completely stop them or slow them down or turn them into something else, but they are sort of rooted to the ground now. And getting through that big mushroom blocking the door will be difficult. The camp is pretty smelly and nasty, and I think we'll have a short little breaklet there, because we've been going for a couple of hours now, and when we get back, I will open my present from Terrace, which is exciting. It arrived today, so that seems an appropriate time. Alrighty, so guys, don't forget to type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win our giveaway. We've got 2 things. We've got a prize pack, which is Breakout from Blood Moon Bay, and Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, which is the video game that I have a code for at the moment. And then the second prize will be a $30 gift voucher for Every Trick Books online store. So please, yes, type !ticket, some good things to give away today. Presents, exactly. We'll be back very shortly. Say goodbye, everybody. Back in 5 to 10.
Bye, everybody. Back in 5 to 10.
Bye. and good day, mateys. We are back. Kiwi Burblubber, thank you very much. Yeah, ticket, absolutely. Thank you very much for that follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. We have a couple of draws, a couple of giveaways to give away this evening. Both D&D supplement sort of stuff. One of them is a video game as well. We have the adventure, what we are playing tonight, Breakout from Blood Moon Bay by the wonderful Glenn Watkins of Every Trick Books. Which I will pop in the thing here, Every Trick Books, so you can find the thing. And we're pairing that up with Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, which is a video game, and I've got a Steam code for that to send out as well. And if you don't win that one, you can also win a $30 gift voucher for the Every Trick Books online store, which will get you 2 or 3 supplements from them right now. And if you do miss out on all of that, you can still use code COVE15 COVE 15 at the Every Trick Books online store to get a 15% off any purchases you make there. Now, I have been very restrained because I did cut the lid open, but I didn't look inside. Terrace sent me a present. And is eyeing me now, so I must open it, and I've been very restrained. So let us have a look in here and see. There's a thing. What is the thing? Let's have a look at the thing. It's a little red thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know that's the voice I normally use to talk to you, Siri. Oh, wow, it's quite sturdy. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Adorable. It's a little pirate owl for sitting on my shoulder. He's even got a sword. He's got a map, a treasure map is my favorite thing. It's a shoulder familiar, and it's got a magnetic base here that you can put under your shirt, so it'll just stand on your shirt. It's an Owl Ventura pirate. Amazing. I love him so much. Siri also wants to be friends with him. You're not allowed. It's not yours. Thank you so much, Terrace. That's awesome. Pirate Owl. Exactly. Kiwi Burb lover. Do you love the Kiwi Burb, or are you a Kiwi? I mean, Kobe.
You can be both.
Nintendos. Hell yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, you guys can catch up. That'll be fun. Because Shanna's in Japan right now. Figured he may be useful. Absolutely. Even if he's not, he's going to be like, hang on. Hang the fuck on. So, do that there. And then, Burb. There we go.
And Siri.
And Siri's like, I want to be friends with it with my mouth.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It can just sit. I love that.
So cute. That's so fucking cute.
This is how I show my love. Nom, nom.
Can you hop down? Or are you going to chill out at least? Alrighty, mateys, we are back in the breakout from Blood Moon Bay. The gang has just reached a goblin camp. It's pretty gross and smelly. Yeah, the bright fools of Stone Tree are keeping up with you. At the far end of the room, it is a worn and broken down workshop. There are tools and so forth around, but most of it is just not really usable. All rusted and old. In fact, it is noteworthy that a lot of it is. This is probably the first room in this place that the stuff has been very much like actually showing the signs of significant age. Yeah, definitely it's been centuries since this place was used for its intended purpose.
Well, there you
go. There is a door at the far end that is sealed, and it actually looks like it might be like the goblins have not attempted to open the door. Or rather, they have, but were unable to. I think would probably be a fairer assessment. Good there. Can you sit?
Is there any weird poetry on this door?
No, the door has nothing written on it. They just weren't strong enough to force it open.
So it's locked or jammed? Is there a way to tell?
Go up towards the door and just assess the situation. Really, what's it made out of?
Hank, you can tell the door is barred from the far side.
Got it.
Like rattling it and just having you can glimpse through. You can see a beam, probably as thick as your thigh, is been placed stopping anybody from going any further.
Hmm.
I mean, I am carrying
And
explosives.
is it wooden? Is it wooden or
It is
stone?
the door is wooden, yeah. The beam would also be wooden, yes. All of it's wooden.
Right.
Interesting.
Do you want to try to blow it up then, or are you happy with me just hacking it to pieces?
I mean, you hacking it to pieces would probably be faster than me rigging up some sort of explosion.
Darling, there's always another way. And Mejia sort of walks, running her finger underneath Hank's chin, and sets the door on fire.
I agree with her.
I like your fiance, Hank. She's cool.
It'll take a little
that'll
minute,
do
but she's you can feel the flames intensify in heat as she concentrates on the door, and
I think you'd see Kingsley, who had once again produced the pan flutes for a second and was about to sort of make a show of something. Second guesses the door, shattering the door to pieces now that it's on fire, and just goes,
oh, I'm sorry,
kind of puts
Kingsley.
them
If you
away.
wanted to do something, I can put the
No,
fire
no,
out.
that's quite fine.
He'll get the next one.
It's more so just exploding shrapnel's dangerous enough without the fire.
Completely true.
All right, let's continue.
Hef and Miro, Pell and Miro both are both sort of like that was really quite impressive there. Just wanted to say thank you so much. I don't think we could have gotten any further without you. I mean, well, we definitely couldn't. And then, I mean, you almost made it look too easy.
No, just everyone has their strengths.
Many
Ours
Hanks
happen
make
to be
light
with
work.
crowds. I suppose they would at that.
I mean, I don't like to brag, but
Well,
Yes, he
yeah.
does.
I think Kingsley
You have
opens his
never
mouth to say
known
something
Hank
and
to
then thought better.
brag.
Yeah, but Milo's talking shit around this guy's fiance now.
That's true. Yeah, I think Kingsley
Right, so
opened his
basic-
mouth to make some comment about yeah, there is two of them, and then just sort of thinks better of it and closes his mouth again.
Are we just basically waiting for this door to burn down?
Yeah, pretty much. It'll take a few minutes for it to be safe to navigate. And she can put the fire out, and then if she's like, I mean, it's probably if I put the fire out, you could probably hack it apart faster than I could burn
I
it
was
out.
going to say, wait until it's
Weakened.
weakened a little bit from the fire, and I'll finish it.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe like after a minute or so of it being in flames,
Yep.
I'll nod my head to Magia, and then
She puts the
I'll
flames
kinda-
out. They gutter
I'll
and
look at
fade.
the axe, and then I'll look at the maul, and then I'll pick the axe up, and I'm just going to start hacking away at the door, sideward swings, and I want to aim. I could, like you said, I could see where the bar was
Yeah.
behind. I want to kind of aim probably like maybe that much above the bar, so that if I can at least crack a hole in it, I'll be able to reach through and lift the bar up.
Oh yeah.
That's the goal.
Hef will pull out a massive mace and join you in
Beautiful.
this to assist. Yeah, make me an athletics check with advantage.
Gladly. Athletics check with advantage.
Kingsley,
Right,
can you
click,
make me
advantage
a Arcana check?
Sure, that doesn't feel
yeah.
loaded.
Fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll be
guys.
okay.
Make that.
We've fucked up.
It's okay.
Not
We're
my
fine.
strong suit.
22. Yeah, Hank, you obliterate this door. Between you
My door.
and Hef, it is a dozen strikes before you're able to reach a hand through and unlock it from the other side. At which point you can just sort of kick it down. 15 from Kingsley. This room is noteworthily not magical. There's nothing in this room that is magical. It's kind of almost magically nullified. There's very like you can feel the winds of magic sort of existing around you almost all the time. In this room, it's almost like they are. It's akin to standing in a Faraday cage or a library. It has that sort of that quiet sense to it, which is odd because it's a nasty. It smells foul. Like it's a goblin camp.
Yeah, I think he seems confused, but not in the way that he'd necessarily comment overly. And we'll just sort of, I think, will make a remark to himself, kind of just, but I don't know that he'll sort of actively comment, because the absence of something doesn't, it could be of note, but I don't think it helps us. So I think he'll just sort of take that in, but not say anything yet. I think partially distracted, looking at the hallway that we just came out of, actually, expecting that any second we might hear the sounds of tearing goblins and something trying to come after them.
Yeah, cool. Hank, you and Hef managed to crack open the door. The corridor beyond is a series of you please make a perception check actually before you continue. The DC is 5. A 6 on the dice is enough. Even with only an 11, Hank, the corridor is a series of staggeringly obvious traps. Like the first one, about 10 feet along the corridor, is a tripwire, but it's made of really thick hemp.
Milo's walking straight into this shit if no one tells him.
The tripwire clearly will drop loose boulders from the ceiling, which would really hurt. Like, it's a very obvious trap, but it's also, like, it would definitely injure you. Then, a little bit further along, the corridor's floor is stone, and there is a wooden pressure plate set into the middle of the path. If stepped on, you can see a hole in the wall where a dart would fire. Like, right next to it. That's about what you can see the first 30 feet of this corridor. Yeah.
If Milo tries to walk past, I'll just grab one of Milo's spines and kind of gently, like,
He's gonna kind of
carefully
keep
pull the spine.
walking,
Yeah.
but like he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, come on,
How about you
we're going
stop?
home.
How about you stop?
Okay, why?
See that thing right there?
Yeah.
Yep, and then you see right above it?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So how about you just stop and
I'll go
maybe
behind you.
we think about this, yeah?
You can catch them.
You can see Milo behind Milo. He just gonna go.
Right.
Our little boy's
Thanks,
gonna
Hank.
die. He's just. He can't.
No
I'll
sense of self-preservation.
I'll turn to look to Magier. See how I am around children.
She was actually
Unlike-
she was about to
Would.
mutter something to Miro about parental instincts.
Parental instincts.
Your theoretical
on.
children would be terrifying.
It's a-
Go
my
on,
theoretical
play now.
children will be well looked after.
Anybody want to try and handle that? I'm not really fancy fingered. Well,
I can fix it.
I mean, my concern is that the presence of super obvious traps suggests, at least to me, the presence of much less obvious but exceedingly more dangerous traps.
Look.
Or am I just giving whoever set this up way too much credit?
Probably that one.
It's entirely possible. The traps we've found so far in this place have been more sophisticated, and normally I could have put something like this down to the creatures we just
The goblins.
dealt with, but it didn't seem they had a way through this door, so something else has set them up.
Or like that wizard.
It's possible. I think he's quickly consulting his stuff. I don't really think I have a way to help with this. I think I suppose we could just try to avoid it.
Mejia says, perhaps we just trigger them, see what happens.
Is there something
I
heavy
can
nearby
just-
that I can throw that's not Milo?
There's bits of door.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Milo.
I
I'm
do
gonna
think
there's
pick up
Milo.
a bit of door and I'm gonna just peg it down the hallway, trying to aim at the trap, just to see what happens.
You landed on the pressure plate, and a dozen darts, like one after another, just fire through that little hole in the wall. Each one the size of like an actual dart that one would throw at a dartboard, and the tips leaking a nasty purple fluid. She goes, yes, don't step on that one then, and sets fire to the rope, which just collapses slack to the ground, and rendering the boulders above it safe. It would, if the boulders fell, they would actually prevent you from traveling along the corridor, which is why she didn't let them drop.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Thanks for saving my life, Hank.
I mean, I think I can make it through the hallway, but I'm quick, so I'm not too sure about the rest of y'all.
I can fly.
You could figure it out.
Okay.
How tall
Flying
is
may
this
not be the
hallway?
worst idea.
I was gonna say, how tall is it?
40 feet, arched
Okay.
ceiling,
Yeah, because I was gonna say like,
clearly dressed stone.
yeah, I think Kingsley will just. Yeah, I certainly couldn't fly the whole way, but I'd be able to clear the pressure pad fairly easily.
Miro, Pal actually says, well, Miro here is quite... Hang on. Wait. Oh, no. There she goes. And Miro is actually progressing along the wall. The far wall to the one with the a hole in it with the darts. And she's just sort of working her way along without ever touching the floor. He says she can... She's our scout normally, and she's very sneaky and quiet. She says, "Pull the lever." He says, "What lever?" The torch. And there is a torch in a sconce on the wall next to you, which, if you look at it even briefly, you're like, "Oh yeah, it's a put the candle back sort of situation."
Gotcha.
And he pulled the lever, and a bunch of other torches along the corridor light, allowing you to see very clearly two more traps that are very, very obvious. There is a pit, and you can't see what's underneath it because it's paper that has had cobblestones drawn on it.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Was this the goblins? Are these the goblins setting up this
It's
shit?
two. I think Kiki, make an insight check.
I mean, see, that was my first thought too, but also weren't they blocked out of this hallway by a door that was barred from the other
They
side?
didn't appear to be able to get through that.
Milo reckons it was the goblins. I don't need an insight check.
21.
21. It's far too... it's possibly... The goblins would have not have done as good a job.
Oh,
No,
burned.
as in quality-wise. Effective, but not as... The drawing of the floor, you suspect the goblins would probably have done a better job of actually, hiding things. They would be aware not to use thick gauge, like naval-grade hemp rope for a tripwire. That sort of thing. They probably would not have been strong enough to haul those boulders up there. Because the whole thing is dressed stone. It was built, not hollowed out. And there's just a pile of boulders pinned up against the wall. This was clearly engineered. And a lot of effort went into this. It's just really obvious.
So we need something bigger and stronger than a goblin, but also stupid.
Or, so with a 21, you recall that the wizard was a trickster.
Oh.
I do almost like. I mean, like, I guess it depends because we don't know exactly, how this all goes. But it does strike me as well that leaving the party room.
I know.
We would buy strange stairs that didn't directly harm us
Didn't
either, but
directly
just kind
harm
of went.
you.
Whoosh. Well, I mean, yeah, fair.
hit my head
but like,
and got
not
tetanus.
generally enough to kill somebody, but like enough to kind of like slide you all the way down the stairs,
Tetanus
immediately
kills.
followed by a hallway full of extremely obvious traps. It almost kind of, yeah. I wonder if it's an intentional bit that it's like, haha, you have come to visit the tricksy wizard who likes playing his tricks, but these are not the ones that are designed to kill people because you were technically guests.
Yeah. Whatever happens, Miro got to the far end, is standing on the ground again, and says, "Well, I did not set anything off on my way up. Admittedly, I did not touch the floor, but
I
Kiki
mean-
can do
Well-
exactly what Miro did. She can wall walk.
Yeah,
Heck
true.
yes.
Who wore? Sorry.
I'll float my way.
Kiki.
in.
Yeah.
Kiki can, because
Kiki can walk.
monks.
Kiki's gonna wall walk, but as she goes, she's kind of like gonna poke things with her stick to see if...
So, Kiki,
She
I
can trigger
imagine
anything else.
it being sort of like leaping from wall to wall, like backflipping and stuff, like monk style. You're not
Yeah.
grasping on with your claws, nor can you just run along a wall. It needs momentum. It has to
Okay.
actually physically work. But you can like backflip between the walls without ever touching the floor, and it looks pretty dope. As Kiki navigates this corridor, touching trying to touch the ground every now and again with your staff, like that sort of
Yeah.
thing to sort of trigger stuff.
As I like flip over, like poof off the ground.
Can you please
Just to
make me roll a d20? I think.
A 7.
That's 7. Yep, you do not set off any traps or anything. Don't appear to set off any traps. If you poke the piece of paper, the your staff goes straight through it, and the paper falls through, and there is some really well made iron spikes about 10 feet down. They're nicely arrayed so that you simply could not fall between them. You would get skewered. If a medium-sized thing fell down there, they would absolutely get stuck on a spike. It would be very lethal to fall into this very obvious trap. That is
Kiki's gonna be like... Yeah, Kiki's gonna be like, yeah, nobody fall in this hole.
It's only about 5 feet wide, though, so it's easy to jump over it. Like, any medium-sized creature with a decent run-up could easily clear it. You'd have to be pretty elderly and crippled to not manage that jump.
So I suppose, yeah, okay. So it's not quite as innocent as I proposed before, but I guess very much,
These are lethal,
Like,
just
if
not...
you
was gonna say,
walk
it's
into this, you
capricious,
kind of did
yeah.
it to yourself. Kind of
capricious
thing, yeah.
trickster wizard goes, haha, look, it's so obvious, but if you didn't pay attention, you'll fucking die.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you fell for this is your fault.
Yeah, pretty
Exactly.
much.
Fell for this, you're too dumb to live.
Darwinism in action.
Hef, at this point, goes, all right, I am done waiting. Steps over the tripwire that's no longer a tripwire. Like, he steps over where it was, and then just makes his way up the corridor, picks up one of the darts, sniffs it, hisses, and puts it back down, and says, that's very poisonous. And then takes a running leap and jumps over the pit. Gets to the far end, joins Miro up there, and says, safe.
Right, well, that's a sign. And I'll scoop okay, God, I was gonna screw it up.
How do you say your wife's name?
Right?
Majia.
Yeah. What Magia? What's your name again? I know we just met. I'll scoop her up over my shoulder playfully, and I'll start like walking down the corridor with her over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Having a little float down.
I think my legs
Kingsley
are going to
will walk.
atrophy.
I think Kingsley will just walk for the most part. He'll hop over anything important, and if there's, I think, particularly coming up to the pit or anything, he'll just take a large leap as sort of high as he can, and then just glide.
Yeah.
On his wings.
The getting to the far end, there is a door. It's closed but not locked. Though around the doorway, you can detect a purpley glow on the far side.
Ooh.
All right.
I wonder if that's a wizard.
I suppose we should.
Did my primeval thing ping a dragon before?
No.
Excellent. Very cool. Sorry.
That's good to know. Can we hear anything through the door?
So yeah, sorry, babe. You should continue.
Can you hear anything through the door? Yes. The twinkling and swirling of a magic spell in motion. Hank, you've been teleported before, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of whooshing noise you can hear from beyond the door.
I think we found our way out.
Potentially. It's also possible we might have found our anchor.
Or a way
The
in.
thing that brought us
Draws
here.
us in. Oh, okay.
And if we have, then there'll probably be guards, I'd assume.
Interesting theory. Only one way to find out.
I think it's worth the risk.
I'll kind of step up to the door, look to the rest of the party to see if anybody's going to stop me, and then I'll wait a second, and then I'm going to try to open the door.
You open the door. The room beyond is pretty bare, actually. It's mostly... Trigon, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. The room is, again, Drethstone, sort of grey granite, and pretty featureless, actually. On a raised platform on the far end, the only sort of major thing in here is a doorway. It is quite a complicated-looking doorway. It is a stone archway. And all the stones in the arch, there are sort of three groups of runes that look like, you know, the tumblers on the lock of a briefcase, that sort of thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. They are stones, but they look like they would swivel, and they each feature. They all feature runes. There are three groups of them. There's one up the left side, one across the archway, and a third down the other side. The supported, sort of anchored in the doorway, is this sort of perpetual teleportation spell. It seems to be continually going. It's making a sort of whooshing, plinking noise as it's going. Leaning casually against this portal doorway is a male servant, dressed in the manner of a sailor. He's standing quite casually, arms crossed. He looks bored, to be honest. Tucked into his belt is a wooden club, more of a belaying pin than anything else, really. It's not a true weapon, but it could be used as one. And as you enter, he sort of stands a little bit straighter, looks you over, and says, "Hi there."
Hi.
Hello, good sir.
Nice portal you've got there.
It's good, isn't it?
How long have you been down here?
Oh, years. Couple of years, easily.
Right, and you've not
Hey, it's you lot.
used the portal?
No one's allowed to use it. Sorry, nope. The Admiral's orders.
You're one of the Admiral's men.
Yes, yeah.
Ah.
Seaman Dale Swingforth at your service.
Kingsley just slow turns towards the rest of the group.
Milo.
When
has
he says,
his own
"Oh, it's you
levels.
lot," if you missed that, he was. Not
I assume
referring
it was
to you
at the other
guys.
four.
It was
Yeah.
at the other four. Yes. Finally got past those goblins. Good on you. Well done.
So,
What's going on?
What's the deal?
Magia
but we've
whispers in
pointed at
Hank's
this guy's
ear
head.
from her position on his shoulder. I do not know this man.
Right.
Give her a little pat on the rump to let her know that I heard her.
I'm so tempted to be like, hey, hey, only kissing before.
There's
Just
a
to
lot of things
Chase her
that
down
are
on the ground
allowed.
at this point. Yeah.
Am I able to? Are we
So
able
check
to
this-
understand any of the runes that we can see affixed around the portal?
Kingsley, make me a wisdom save, and yeah,
I would also like to read them.
make me another wisdom save then, Milo.
60.
Man,
22,
It's-
nat 20
it's
though.
hard. It's hard to complain about a nat 20, but I know that this is corruption, and so part of me goes, maybe I don't want to nat 20
And Milo got a
this.
16. Which ones are you looking at? Top, left, or right? And I should be actually right, top, or left in that order.
His eyes would be drawn to the top center.
Top
Right.
center. Top center.
And I'm already at 2 points.
You pass, so don't worry about that. That is the top ones. You get Kingsley with the nat 20. This is a way for encoding where you want to go.
Yep.
The top ones indicate location, place names.
Okay.
The other ones would be time and plane.
Whoa. Okay. That's problematic because
You do not cop a level of corruption, and in fact, you would be able to adjust the top ones without worrying about copying any corruption at all. Milo with a 16, you can tell, pick either left or right, Milo.
Right, please.
The right one is plain. You do get a level of corruption, but you
That's
would be
okay.
able to adjust
That
those
puts
correctly.
me on 2 now.
Yes. You can't look at the plain ones without getting corrupted, unfortunately. That's just kind of the way they work.
I do think as that happens, I have, and I'm sure that this is not the case, but I think his horror, I think as this dawns on him in this moment, leaves him unable to not ask. As I think, looking towards the rest of the room, but particularly at Hank and at the Bright Fools of Stone Tree, we'll just quickly, what year is it? And I don't know what Kingsley's answer would be, but I want to know,
You know the
whether
date.
everyone's answers come out different.
The Bright Fools of Stone Tree give a date that is about 200 years ago.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And the
Motherfucker.
music timed it perfectly as well. Love that.
And is Hank from our time?
Hank, it's actually a couple of years ago for you. They've set a date that is 2 years ahead for you.
So wait, as
you've
in,
missed
so
your stuff.
he's
So Hank is 2 years
he's
behind
behind.
you guys.
yeah, okay. So Hank's 2 years behind us temporally, but like it's not necessarily outside of the realm of reason that like
Yeah,
he would still be
Roughly
in
the
our
same.
plane,
yeah.
just somewhere else because it's 2 years, like 2 years time apart,
Yeah.
whereas these guys are several hundred.
Yes.
And then just right, that's
What
going to
time
make
for you?
complicated. And I don't know exactly what year it is, but Kingsley would just kind of, I think after a second trying to figure out how to say it in a way that won't be confronting and failing, would just say the year it is.
Yeah.
And just
That one.
so
But
if you
this
wanted to
has-
come with us,
Somebody's wrong.
then I think
Oh.
you'd
they're stealing people out of time and space.
I think
Hey.
that's more than likely.
What plane are you guys from?
Material.
Just
The stone tree that's near us. So
It
would be-
He's gonna turn to
that would be our plane. Just
I'm gonna turn to the bad guy and just both still level at him. And what about you? Please say material.
He says, I'm from the material plane as well, though. I don't think Milo, you would actually know that currently the portal is set to the plane of fire.
Okay, so this one's gonna take us to the plane of fire if we don't fix it.
Well,
Who was
I'm
the
afraid you're not
last
allowed to
person
touch
to
it.
leave?
Cannot allow it, I'm afraid. Yeah, really sorry about that. But if you
was
head
the
back
last
that way,
person
I'm
to
sure
leave?
the Admiral will sort you out a way home.
The Admiral tried to sort us out in many different ways, and none of those were anything to do with home.
Well, the deal is, isn't it, that you fight in the arena and you win, I think it's 7 battles, and then he frees you, isn't it? So just
We
you guys are
won
competent.
2.
Well, so you've won 2 already. Have you lost any yet?
I think Hank,
No.
given his sort of like general battle sense in general, would probably notice as Kingsley, I think, almost looking like he's half kind of dissociating or like 1,000 yards staring. His eyes are locked on this servant, and his sword drips into being in his hand.
Ooh.
Milo's
Rips
had his
into
bow
me.
leveled at this guy's head this whole
Yeah.
time. I really liked that.
What did you say your name was again, mate?
Dale.
Dale, the trouble is, you can either let us go, or we kill you.
Oh, honey. I appreciate the warning, I really do. You can't kill me.
Why?
It's a whole thing. Yeah, I was trying some of the potions out by the Admiral found down here. One of them, he actually draws a knife and stabs himself in the chest. And he's like,
Oh, God.
It's just doesn't work. That's why I'm here as a guard. You can't, I can't die. Can't even get hurt. Don't even get hungry.
I have a different
But
idea.
I'm gonna
can't die.
start reaching for a rope in my bag.
can you be restrained? Or temporarily crippled?
I
Can't cripple me.
Oh, I've got an idea.
I'm really sorry, guys. I can't let you pass. Just head back the way you came. I'm sure the Admiral will sort you out. He's a very reasonable man.
I do have an idea. Zach, you go.
Yeah, that's right. I do think as that conversation actually happens, I do think Kingsley's muscles will relax and the sword will just, before it's even fully formed, drop from his hand and just kind of splash onto the floor as it dissipates, leaving no puddle behind, though, before he'll just... Right. Well, I understand. The Admiral, I'm sure, is as... How did you put it? Reasonable, as you say. You certainly seem... Well, I don't know if sane's the right word, but reasonable might be.
Bored.
Certainly. That said, me and my friends here really do have to be going. And we'll actually turn back, and before he does anything further, looking towards the fools, we'll just... Are you wanting to come with us to our time, or back to your own?
May, she's clearly been thinking. She said, it would be difficult to... This might be problematic for our future marriage. If I did not come, but do you want to come to my time? And I would not then be able to meet your mother. It's like it gives a whole new meaning to your place or mine.
Your time
time
or
or
mine,
mine.
baby.
I would be very upset if you did not join us, but I also would not want to take you away from those you love. So,
Well, fortunately, I am something of a loner.
Take the hot cat your own time, Hank.
I would be honored if you would join us.
Well, I'd be worried about messing with causality and that sort of thing if we went back in time knowing that you lot might eventually show up. Look, what is an adventure if we can't go to the future? It's like, no, guys,
Actually,
really sorry. I just can't allow that.
Oh, I think Kingsley
grown-ups are talking.
realizes.
Oh,
no, you
Milo
go.
will do his thing up. No, you go first.
No, you can go.
I'm gonna try to end this interaction. So. You go first.
So was Kingsley.
Oh, really?
So if you're, yep, go for it.
And Milo will say, "Okay, I'm getting sick of this. Enjoy the fire plane. I'm going to let go of this arrow, hopefully hitting him, and using my gathering swarm to attempt to push him 15 feet backwards if he fails a strength saving throw, straight into the portal."
Yep, there you go. That was, I will say, probably will work better than what I was going to do, although
Strength
we had
save.
the same idea, because I was just going to suggest
It's
that he walk
amazing.
through the portal.
I got a 17.
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay,
He
if,
succeeds.
17 on the dice.
that's alright. If he does,
Look, yeah.
succeed.
I'll grant it does hurt as he pulls the arrow out, but it's
No,
not.
just-
He pulls a club out, and he is certainly engaged in combat with Milo at this point.
Kingsley will raise his hand and just, no need. We understand your point. I, however, would suggest that you avail yourself of your own services and make your way through the portal. And I'd like him to make a wisdom saving throw against suggestion.
Another 17.
Milo will hit
Yeah.
him. Keep going. I will use my one attempt of command.
Yeah, no, I actually don't have a way to fix it, so he just manages to succeed again.
Milo, you have been hostile to him, so he would get advantage on this, I believe.
No.
No?
Not with command.
Not
no.
with command?
Although
Okay.
command, I'm trying to
That's
think.
a 10.
I'll hit it with
Only-
flee.
It's a one-word thing. Yeah, so you could do flee. So
Yeah.
just like
Moving away from you by the fastest available means, that would be the portal.
Yeah. He rolls a
Oh,
10. He
There
is
we
going
go.
to get an attack against Milo first because you are
Fair
using
enough.
multiple actions.
Yeah.
And he raises his club and rolls a nat 1.
Misses, hits his own foot.
Milo just ducks back and then says, "Run away!" And he looks confused as his feet turn and run, even though the rest of him's like, "What? Hang on. No, come back!"
Enjoy the fire plane.
And he runs through into the fire plane. The portal will still be there, so he can come back unless you change the location.
Go,
it's
go,
set
go,
to.
go, go, go.
I think
Okay.
as that begins to happen, Kingsley, knowing how it works, will I think first just hurry to change the top dial to point
Yep.
at the material, so we no longer have to worry about.
That was the right.
It is the right-hand dial.
Oh.
It sets the plane.
That was-
Oh, sorry, you're right. The
yep.
top dictates the place.
Where
so
on the plane?
Yeah.
I guess he'll
Sort of a
point towards
locational marker.
Espinora
Yeah.
if he can, or the
Yep.
Tangle Wilds, knowing that Hank's from nearby. These guys are going to be displaced no matter where they are, and the rest of us are from Espinora.
Are you
so-
wanting to continue on the job that you were sent on originally? You can sort of give yourself a rough guess at the temple you were, or the college
Not
you were aiming for.
particularly.
Or do you
I
want to
do
go
think
back to
Es-
Espinora?
I think he'd want to go back to Espinora. I think he'd want to try to make contact with the person to let them know, but also just a general warning to people going, hey, if you have another option, stop teleporting.
Yeah.
Because otherwise more
Teleportation is
people are going to
dodgy
get
right
stuck.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
some fuck shit is happening.
Mhm.
Yep. Cool. Espinora then is where you're probably aiming for. Pell, Miro, and Hef say, well, all right. Well, so we actually have a time now. We can sort of, because if it's all the same to you lot, I wouldn't mind going back to our time. Maybe had enough of this adventuring lark.
I don't blame you.
What do you say, Miro? Miro says, I'd be up for going with them, but if we can go back to our own time, be nice to see Mum again. Hef, on the other hand, says, I will stay with Mejia and our new friends. My clutch, I was never close with them.
Plenty of work for someone like you.
There is always work for people like us, Hank. Cool. So, do you set the dials for yourselves, or are you going to set it for them first?
Knowing that I know how to do it without getting corrupted, I'll set it for them first.
You can set the dial.
Yes.
You have succeeded.
I can set the
you and
place.
Milo can both do one of the dials.
Yeah.
Without any further corruption. But no one has had a look at the time one yet.
Milo would immediately, by the way, have switched it back to the material plane the second that guy went through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's set to the material, which is where everyone's going to be wanting to go roughly. Espinora is a decent enough place to go for them as well as you, so time is the only thing you need to change.
I think Kingsley would look over. I think Kingsley will take it. He's aware that something's trying to influence him, but he's aware that it's been trying this whole time. And I think it's a combination of like, what is it, like, one, he's kind of cocky because like it hasn't succeeded yet. Yeah. And two, I think there's a part of him that's morbidly curious.
Milo, as you rotate the tumblers, a little gout of yellow flame wraps itself around your fingertips very briefly before sort of being absorbed into your hand, and you have the veins of the palm of your hand glow yellow for a couple of minutes before slowly fading.
Hey guys, I think I got a bug. It came out of the wall.
Just one?
May has a look, and she rolled a 5. She has no real idea. She was like, I would not touch that again. It is probably elemental magic.
Do you feel any different?
So Kingsley, another wisdom save, please, if you're looking at the time dial.
He is.
Ooh, 15.
Yep, 17 total.
17. 17
Should
is
have
just enough to tank a second one without copping any further corruption. So what do you set the time to? Their time?
Yeah, he'll set it to their time.
Okay.
And knowing they were Stone Tree, he'll aim for just sort of wherever in the Tangle Wilds he can approximate.
Yeah.
Because I assume I don't know all of this exactly, but he'll just
you get that every interaction you have with these things is going to require another, like, resisting the elemental damage. So you would have to change the dial. You would have to change 2 more dials to set it back to your own time and place if you wanted to send them to their hometown. However, Stone Tree is only about a week's journey from Espinora, so you could send them to Espinora. They could then find their own way home from there. And
it would still be around, I'd imagine, a few hundred years ago. It would probably just be a much smaller settlement.
Oh, Espinora has been there for 1,000 years. It used to be part of the Eldarin Empire. It hasn't really changed in size, to be honest. It's probably still about the same size as it was. If you actually say that to them, they're like, "Oh no, we're happy to just go to Espinora. I don't want you to unnecessarily risk yourself."
If you're certain, and he'll turn it to Espinora.
You've done us a great service there, Kingsley. Milo,
turning away
Hank.
And kind of doing the trying to rub his eyes to get whatever's sort of fuzzing it away.
Did you get glowed?
He did not.
No.
But you definitely felt like it was reaching out for you. The magic in this thing is looking for purchase. It's trying to get into your mind, Kingsley. You know the next time you interact with it, it will be harder to keep it out.
It's in mine.
Yeah, I think as he'll sort of step back once he's arranged that, taking a moment to distance himself from the portal.
The portal changes to a deep green, though the whirling, swirling noise continues. Pell gives first May and then Hef a hug before bowing to the four of you and tipping the cap to Kiki specifically. Says, "Sorry I couldn't be your Luma." Well.
It's lovely to meet you. Good luck.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. You really got us out of a pickle there. And Miro says, if you're ever in Stone Tree, maybe Ritley, there's quite a nice little graveyard there. Maybe look us up.
Absolutely.
I'll place flowers and bugs.
Your story will be remembered.
Hurt my heart a little bit.
It will be retold.
Live long and prosper.
We are, it's Weird Your Beans. Look up the clear waves. There will definitely be descendants of ours for you to catch up with. You could maybe tell them about your adventure with Great Grandma Miro. Well, let's not waste any more time.
Bye.
Oh.
Kingsley, you can make another Arcana check.
I will absolutely do that.
As these two walk through the portal and
there you
disappear.
Go. That's more like it. Total of 10.
10. Don't worry
Hank
about
starts getting super emotional at that. Starts like tears in his eyes, wiping eyes. Yeah, why is everyone going to die?
Oh, God.
Hey.
Kiki's gonna like
Just how
pat Hank
time
on the
works,
shoulders,
darling.
like.
I am sad to see them go.
Milo
but
gives him a little cuddle.
a new adventure for us. Yes? Hef? Hank?
Yes,
All right.
my love.
Kingsley, would you like me to try or...
Please let somebody else do it, Kingsley. Something's happening to me. I would hate for something to happen to you as well, and we both go rogue.
I think
Unless you want to go rogue together. In which case, I don't know if it's going rogue.
Kingsley,
Kiki, do you
I
want to come
think,
with us?
fully was, I think, about to object and be like, no, I'll do it, until Milo's words, and we'll just clear his throat and look over towards Meiji and just if you wouldn't mind, that would be greatly appreciated. This place is starting to take a toll, I think.
I can see that. You are strong, though, Kingsley. Meiji rolls a 6. I'm going to use my DM's inspiration because I got one too from the level from meeting that follower goal. Nat 20. Holy shit, that was lucky. She reaches out to move the numbers on the time dial and says, yes, like there's a hiss of, yes, I can see exactly what you are meaning, as a purple light reaches out to wrap around her hand and she slams her hand down. There is a puff of magic and it retracts back into it and says, not today. Not today. I have a wedding to get to and plan. She resets the time dial and the portal switches to a warm yellow and says, I think this is close enough. I've said it a few days after what you said because you don't want to get back before you leave.
Why
That
not?
would be smart.
Be confusing.
Would cause problems.
You don't want to meet yourself because then you could change the passage of events, Milo. If you got back and
I
said to
wouldn't
yourself,
tell
for
me.
example, say, don't do that, it would be a bad idea. You might go and
Can I
meet
ju-
some sexy cat lady at
Can I-
some point.
What if I just tell myself
Can I
about
just ask a
Gordrum?
quick question?
Sure.
Am I going to be 2 years in the future
Oh,
Yeah.
when we're back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. My
Is that a
parents are going
problem?
to be pissed.
I'm
great
sure
way to
they'll
stay
understand.
young while everybody else gets older.
I'm sure
I
they'll
hope you don't
understand.
mind an older woman, Hank. I will be over 230.
The
Damn.
urge to
Huga.
call this woman, yes. So,
I
yeah,
mean,
cougar,
I'm cool with that.
mountain lion.
Yeah. Do you go?
I think we do.
You go.
Let us. And I'll take oh my god, don't do it again. Between Major's hand and Major's hand. I got it. Major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take a step in.
Love it. Hank, you
And then
step
we'll
through
wait
the
for all
portal.
his friends to go.
And the rest of you follow. You arrive on the docks of the port of Espinora, and the six of you are there. I presume Kingsley had Kingsley on his shoulder as he went through.
Yes,
or, yeah.
very much.
And yeah, once again, you breathe in the beautiful sea air of Espinora. There is a slight like rah, ooh, ooh, around you as a bunch of people go, hang on, whoa, whoa, hey.
Spread the word. No more teleportation. And just starts like heading to all of the more populated areas of the city to warn people.
Kingsley goes and immediately goes to spread the word.
Milo will go with Kingsley, but to spread the word about how he's going to fucking kill the Admiral. He will tell people he's going to skin him, gut him, and wear his spikes as a helmet.
Hank and Kiki, you are left with Hef and Magier, who are very much strangers in this land, despite being from here. Hef says, well, I am going to need someone to show me around. Perhaps we can stay with you for a little while. Magier says, I think I'm set.
I mean, I will happily, in this moment, show you to the nearest tavern.
I have some
Is there
gold, which
one
I
that
hope
you
is still
frequent?
good. And Kiki, can you please make me a perception check?
Jesus.
Ooh.
Sorry. 16.
Definitely rolled a dice.
He's 16.
Definitely.
Kiki, standing in the clear light of day, Hef is a little bit see-through. As you say this to him.
Hef, you're looking a little see-through there, buddy. You feeling all right?
Hef looks down and notices it about himself. His eyes widen as he looks up. And he says, that is strange.
Can I try and
Magier?
touch him?
Magier looks up at Hank and says, I don't feel okay, Hank. Magier is also a little bit pale. She says, I think I remember now. I think we died fighting the goblins hundreds of years ago. And we've just been doing it. And then Hef says, again and again. Every day. That's what I was going for, Shanahas. I don't want to go, Hank.
I'm just gonna drop to my knees
No.
and just smash my fist on the dock. Not again.
Fuck.
Can I like
Man,
try and grab Hef's
Yeah.
hand or something? Like, can I touch him, or is he just disappearing?
You can touch him, but it's like holding onto a sponge. Like there's a lot more give than there should be.
I'll just like stand up, tears streaking my face again, for the for the second time in what, like 36 hours or 24 hours, and just like embrace what is of Magia. I'm not gonna forget you.
It would have been beautiful. Hank, you can
And
make
I'll
me an
just
insight
hold
check if
her.
you like.
Yeah, I'll just hold her while she slowly, I'm assuming, dissipates. Insight check.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best. It's definitely not good at all. That's a 3.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. She says,
I wish you could have met my brother. And then while I say that, I'm gonna test my head, because something in my mind goes 2 years.
and as you do that, Larry reappears.
Oh yeah, that brother.
I just like scream out and just like grab Larry and pull Larry into the hug as well. This is my brother, Larry. This is Majir, and I love her, and I proposed to her. And you're alive. And I'm just like holding, and I'm like crying and just in like manic almost at this point.
And Larry reaches out and shakes Magier's hand. They have a similar level of corporeality. And he signs back to you. Looks like a good woman.
She would have been. Oh, she would have been. Oh.
It's okay. Live a
Guess
good
it
life
has
for
to be.
both of us.
I will.
You be happy. And Hef and Magier fade. Hef, with his hand clasped firmly in Kiki's, Magier with hers pressed against Hank's cheek. The two of them disappear.
And I'm just like crying, holding on to Larry at this point. I thought you were gone. Man, I'm sorry I put you at risk.
And later on that evening, I have had a request for a scene in a tavern.
I was gonna say Milo and Kingsley come back to something absolutely fucked up, and Milo just kind of looks around and goes, "Nice." He's gonna give Larry a hug and then just, where are they?
Turns out they were already dead, and they were trapped in like a loop, endlessly fighting the goblins.
That
And
explains
by-
the amount of undead.
So we took them out of the
place that
cave,
was
and
maintaining
it like, and they could pass on. So hopefully they're at peace. It seemed like they were at peace.
They are.
There's a few empty drinks in front of Kiki.
I think they're at peace.
Yeah, you find Kiki. Yeah, Kingsley and Milo find Hank and Kiki in a bar that they know Kingsley will find them in.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, Kiki and Hank have had a few, and you guys have only been gone like an hour and a half, spreading the word about not portaling any further. Probably you went to the city governance and said, An announcement
Heads
needs
up.
to be made
Mhm.
nationwide, really, and possibly further afield. There is some serious don't do this right now. Maybe get some wizards on that shit. Talk to maybe the Avium or something about locking that shit down.
Mm,
But
definitely.
yeah,
Milo's
you
gonna
come back and find Kiki and Hank, not in the best way, but at least Larry's back.
Milo's gonna very quickly catch up to the amount of drinks Kiki has had, and will just be drunkenly ranting about how he's going to fucking skin the Admiral for all of this.
During
Larry's
this.
looking. You go.
Oh no, you go.
I was just going to say Larry's looking at Hank really concerned,
Mm,
because Hank does not really drink,
Yeah.
but he is quite deep in the drinks, and I think only his body mass is probably the thing that's keeping him from being just absolute shattered right now. But yeah, go ahead.
That's all right. I do think Kingsley specifically seeing Larry out and about would, I think, grin, but understanding that it is maybe not the time or the place, would just silently put a hand on Hank's shoulder and sort of give him like a pat. But after a few moments, would join them at the table, pulling out the same sort of scraps of paper and pen that he had previously, scrolling out a few new lines as he glances towards Larry. And I think he will, I think, look in Hank's direction and just, this was originally meant to be an in memoriam, but I suppose now it is, but maybe for someone else.
I guess so.
And I imagine that, especially if this is a bar he's familiar with, he would be
Hey,
able
Larry's back, by the way, if you hadn't noticed.
Milo gave him a big cuddle.
This was originally for him. I suppose it still can be. And he'll raise his half-touched glass that he hasn't really drunk much out of in Larry's direction. He'll organize with sort of whoever is in charge of this bar for him to take the stage for a moment. And again, between my real life singing chops and my sort of sickness that I'm dealing with at the moment, I won't be doing that. But as he will recite the piece that he wrote in Larry's honor or Larry's memory, now no longer as relevant, but still, titled "The Brothers Proud."
Goes, by the way. I've been waiting on this for weeks.
Just said, from a far and rugged land came a lion and his brother, two beasts made as a mirror, and never one without the other. Wielding maul and claw and brutal roar, they hunted and they maimed, and not a beast did they cross paths with whose trophy went unclaimed. But the world is not so kind a place, and hardly ever fair. A scoundrel playing admiral did tear him from his lair. Forced to fight for sport to please the villain and his crowds, the pair did tear their foes asunder, gaining glory and renown. Undefeated within the arena, their binds did chafe and scrape, but the intrepid siblings held mains high to wait for their escape. Both pure of heart and honor bound, they saw their captors fall, but moved to save them nonetheless, their virtue clear to all. The jailer burned with shame and guilt, and the chains went slack unleashed. A life was saved, 2 lives were earned, and freedom bought released. Escaping down through cursed ruins, both haunted and despised, the kindred Elurin clashed with foes of every shape and size. They faced a rotten ghoul, a hideous mass of corpses foul, and sent it back beyond the grave with a flurry and a growl. The bells did toll as Maul crushed all of helmet, greave, and plate, and the golem fell, enchantments failed beneath their strikes so great. But the two were not unstoppable, still built of flesh and soul, and a reminder of this fact came creeping up from piles of gold. A languid thing of florid ooze pounced from where it snuck, but the hunters bared a feral grin and swung upon the muck. They smashed and tore and rent apart, but the spawn was also paired, and its counterpart ensnared the younger brother. wholly unprepared. And with a roar, a heartbreak spoken aloud that split his world, the elder watched the younger fade, and a burning anger unfurled. With claws and weapons sharpened by the missing half his soul, he rent the creature piece from piece till neither of them was whole. With tears upon his mane, the lion fell unto his knees, and wept and cursed and filled the stagnant air with desperate pleas. But the Elurin, a warrior, a hunter, found his feet, and pushed himself to forge along, his mission incomplete. His shadow, his companion, his sibling might have gone, but the pride remaining in his breast meant his brother carried on. The world still dark, the chambers cold, the ruins wrought with death, but as long as the elder continued forward, the both of them drew breath. Stout allies they soon acquired, in the form of warriors four, who hacked and slashed through hordes of foes to clear the way before. To leave this brutal labyrinth, one riddle stayed their hand, but it fell beneath the efforts of the brother and his band. With none left to stop their egress, the adventurers did flee and return toward their rightful time and place, both bold and free. But the world's unjust visage again did rear its ugly head, as their new companion's flesh was never made this time to tread. Yet alongside his new family, as a setting sun did burn, did the younger brother find his way and to the pride return.
Wow.
When you play bards.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Like,
Oh,
That's fun.
dude.
I
as
think we'll leave
like,
it there.
Excellent.
wow.
Wow. You want to check
Dibs on
the
favourite
words up in
moment.
Discord?
Dibs on
so we
favourite
can all-
moment.
I just feel like that just fully sobered Hank up.
Sorry, ladies, he's taken.
Bits off.
I know, right,
Absolutely.
Tank? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, amazing, Zach. And he wrote that while we were streaming, too. Like, he was in character, yeah. Alrighty. Well, guys, it's getting a little late. So what we're going to do, I'm going to remind everybody in chat to type !ticket to go into the draw to win. And we're going to do our favourite
Yes, do
moments.
that.
Because that was a really fun session.
It was.
And
excellent.
we need to go around the room very quickly and tell everybody what we did well. It's something we like to do at the end of our streams. Can I get an roll space the number 5 in chat as well to decide who goes first? Yeah, that was really good. Roll space 5. That's the one. Thanks, Shanna. A 4 for Kiki first. Favorite Kiki moments.
Dibs firework in their motherfucking goblin in the mouth. Got rid.
Yep.
Yeah, I did love the firework flavor. I particularly loved the flavoring of the burning hands
Sprinkler.
as the kind of like the I don't know what the name for them is, but like almost like the
I know the
sparkle
one.
shooter, as opposed to like the sort of traditional,
I think
fireworks.
they're called a Roman
Others.
candle.
You might be right. I'll take a
Maybe.
look.
I have the English. So
I
Aussies
do
aren't
believe so,
allowed
yes.
fireworks. We don't really get to play with them.
We're not
but
meant
I
to have
have
fireworks.
Australian. I have
Yeah, I
lived
think
in
it's
England
Roman
many a
candle,
time,
that's right.
and I have played around with fireworks several times in my life. I think I remember that being a Roman candle sort of situation. My favorite Kiki moment was how sweet she was with Hef at the end. Like Hank and May had their own thing. But Hef was there alone without somebody who really gave a damn. And Kiki was there to be the person who gave a damn. And that was really lovely.
Why can't I find me a buff Luma to carry me around?
Yeah.
That was very good.
Someone had to call that one out.
Karen, favorite self.
Quickly checking my notes. So.
I'm
Apparently, I
not gonna
didn't
roll a
write down
D4
any
in
favorite
chat
moments
because
myself
I
today.
will get myself, so somebody else could do that for me, please. And thanks for that resub as well, Tank Hunter, you bloody champion. Wubba lubba dub dub. For one. Damn it.
I I enjoyed like Jedi flipping down the corridor.
Yeah.
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 Valid.
Using
Just
your
occasionally
staff.
bouncing off my staff to see
Yeah.
if any more traps would go off. That was fun.
I was like, you don't need a buff loom to carry you. You can carry yourself and float like a butterfly,
You are
sting
the
like
buff
when I
loom.
pee.
I am the buff loomer.
Josh, see a doctor.
Yeah.
Must be a
Well,
lot of Cinder, because
favorite
it burns
DM
my
moments
piss.
then. Thank you very much for those.
Yes.
Mitch rolled a 1. God damn it.
Hey, mate. How long have you been keeping that fucking secret for?
What?
Favorite DM moment is knowing all of that and everything that was going to happen and somehow not telling anybody.
I almost
I
told Karen at
cannot-
the break.
I cannot imagine how difficult. Oh, Mitch has a puppy dog. Sorry. It's just like it's 20 to 1 here. Yeah, I couldn't keep that secret. Mad respect.
What's he? As in
you hit
the
it.
one that they weren't alive.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
Fucking portal thing at the very end, like all the shit.
Yeah.
I enjoyed our sailor friend at the end. He's
Dale?
just like, yeah, just like, I can't die. Look, I'll stab myself. I can't die. Like, why try, guys? He was fun.
Yeah.
And I was literally ready to just like hog tie the dude.
Yeah. I think your solution was very elegant. I want to, and props to Glenn for that one. I had to do very little work in terms of modifying that to make it flow. I deleted a couple of rooms to just make it a little bit quicker. There was some fun stuff, but I was like, look, we're short on time, so I'm just going to cut to the core part
We're on
here.
a deadline.
But Dale was
Yeah.
an interesting character that I was like, it's not a complicated problem, but it is a problem. You can't hurt him. He is, however, a standard commoner with 10s across the board. He's just invulnerable.
So he just rolled crazy good.
Yeah, no, I just rolled 17, 17, 16. Yeah, he's not special. The admiral was using him as a test monkey, and unfortunately couldn't find a second potion of invulnerability. Didn't know what it was until the guy drank the only one.
Poison taste stuff.
I really enjoy his whole but that's entirely Glenn's creation. I just changed his race. I added the details about setting the portal to where you are and made them made the portal fit into my world, but otherwise that was it.
Yeah.
All I did there.
Sorry, actually no, you go, Mitch.
No, go for it, mate. I've got one that's going to be specific to me, so it's all good.
Sure. Yeah, I was just going to quickly say the sort of extra work and flair you put into my plant growth, because I just threw the mushrooms back because I knew I needed a source of plant life, and I was just kind of like, yep, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just creating really difficult terrain for them. It's going to buy us some time, good stuff. And so then when you turned it into, like, then taking the liberty with it to sort of go like, yeah, no, the plant growth completely seals off the hallway and grows into it and roots them to the floor and all that kind of stuff. It made it feel a lot cooler and a lot more impactful for what was difficult terrain, the spell.
Yeah.
So it made it feel way, way cooler. So I greatly appreciated that.
No. It was a really neat idea. Yeah. And I love creative uses of spells like that. So yeah, absolutely, we'll play.
Again, not fucking pulling any punches, taking first my brother from me, and then my
And then your new
my
wife.
my first new wife. Yeah,
My favorite
Oh,
moment
God.
was when you
I
killed my
literally-
family and
I
then turned
literally-
me into a widower.
proposed to this woman, and then she just
You
fades
move very
away into
fast, I
nothingness.
will say.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say I'm sure it's just like, obviously we don't have it confirmed yet, but I'm fully headcanoning that she's gonna show up in his ancestral guardians now.
Oh, for sure.
Oh man, that's amazing.
So that was what I actually had you roll for, Hank, that insight. I'm like, you currently have a slot open where you can put a soul in you. But rolled a 3. I was like, no, I think Hank's not in the right place to make that realization just yet. There are also spells that can res people that have been dead for a while. You definitely have, like, I would say you still have her little knapsack.
Yeah, I
So you've got
definitely
something
would
off
take
hers
a-
that she could...
I would definitely take a trinket of hers and put it in my mane.
Yeah.
Like, I've got little baubles in my mane from like people that I've helped over the years. And I definitely have one that kind of hangs over my heart for her. So,
Like, Kiki has a fuck ton of money now in the form of a large quantity of magical items that are suddenly
Yeah.
all magical.
Oh yeah, because they've had 200 years
had
to get their function back.
2 years, but yeah.
2 years. So yeah.
Well, no, actually, only Hank has gone forward in time 2 years. You guys have only gone forward in time a couple of days. But
Yeah,
Mejia
Still
did send
probably
you
in.
in forward in time a couple of days just to make sure you're not overlapping. So yeah, it's all functional, and I did write all of the stuff today. So I will actually tell you now what you've got. Though you will have to do like have a look over it all with some magic, but you can do that over the course of the next few days to determine what it all is. You already have the disarming blade. You have the crossbow of True North, which is an Every Trick Books creation. This one, it's actually from the adventure. It's a +1 magical crossbow, hand crossbow. When attuned to the weapon, it will glow whenever the user is pointing the tip north, so you can use it as a compass.
Cool.
The Sword of the Seas, which is a scimitar. It's a +2 scimitar that, when attuned to it, the user's swimming speed is 60 feet. And the swimmer can use that speed to break the surface and jump out of the water 20 feet into the air. You can do Waterworld with it.
As much as I love that, God, the idea of Hank becoming a water predator
Absolutely. That'd be
Yeah.
is fucking incredible.
just like this wet,
Or goes
bedraggled
full
lion
orca.
popping out.
Wet bedraggled lion popping out the fucking water at 20 k's an hour,
Well,
slamming into you.
The Hank might like the boomeraxes, of which there are 2 hand axes. These are +1 hand axes that, if you fail to hit with them, they return like boomerangs to your hand, and you can use a bonus action to throw it again if you miss once a turn. Obviously, because you only have 1 bonus action. There's 2 of those, and a rapier of vicious taunting, which it's a +1 rapier. Additionally, the first time each turn the user hits a target with the rapier itself casts vicious mockery on the target with a DC of spell save DC of 14. The rapier lets out a vicious string of insults. Unfortunately, the rapier only speaks ancient Elluran, so whilst the target knows they're being insulted, they probably don't understand what's being said.
That's even funnier. My sword is ripping the shit out of you, and it's gatekeeping what it said.
You know you're being insulted.
You
But
have
not how.
those are the weapons that you found. Then there is
I'm
the
gonna have to
meat
check.
shield, which is a braces of defense functionally. However, it is, when activated, it turns into raw meat.
Yeah, that'd be upsetting. Milo
So
should.
wrapped around your forearm, but it's a +2 to your armor
Milo
class.
goes full
Then
mage
there
right now.
is Takal Dubois' legendary loincloth. Takal Dubois was the leader of a barbarian tribe, the clan White Stag. Hank may have heard of this guy. A berserker who only wore boots and a loincloth into battle. The loincloth raises the wearer's strength by 2 and provides 10 extra hit points as well, and allows a berserker to rage once a day extra. Like, gives you a 3rd rage charge. But smells of Takal's legendary loins. It does not smell good, which negatively impacts all social interactions due to the offensive smell. So it reduces Hank's charisma by 2, but does raise his strength by 2, or anybody's. If washed, the loincloth loses all of its power until 50 enemies have been slain whilst wearing it.
So you've
That I
got to
got
kill
from Reddit.
50 people without washing it, and it just gets the same problem back.
Yeah. It will almost certainly smell just as bad, once again, yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be your
Can't be
loins, not
worn-
that other
can't be
guy.
worn with armor, can it?
No, you have to not be wearing armor for it to work. It's you have to be dressed as Takal Dubois.
Now, look,
So boots and a
Milo
loincloth,
could wear
obviously.
that.
You could wear the meat shield with it. It would pair with the meat shield.
Milo doesn't have any. Never mind. Hank
Loincloth
can
and
fit.
2 stakes strapped to your arm.
Hank can do fit. Fucking
Very
Lady
Conan
Gaga
quad.
stake on the arms. The
You win
loincloth,
battles just 'cause
jumping 20 feet out of the water.
So the Sword of the Seas is also a Glenn Watkins creation. There is the Sky Captain's Tricorn, which is a Glenn Watkins as well, because in the book there is a whole third section. You don't have to go through the portal, or the portal will take you to the docks, where you can acquire a skyship. But I was like, I don't particularly want this gang to have a skyship. I think it's a little OP. Plus, the other gang are going to get a skyship, so I don't want everyone to have flying boats. This would be more useful for that. But the Sky Captain's Tricorn, while wearing the hat, you have advantage on all checks to pilot a skyship. I would actually broaden it to say ships generally. While wearing it, you can spend an action to expend one or more of its charges to cast the following spells: Control Weather, Feather Fall, Find the Path, and Fly. And you can crank up the levels of those spells by adding an additional charge. To cut for the fly, and it regains 1d6 plus 4 charges at dawn. It has
That
10.
sounds pretty great.
And if you burn the last charge, you roll the d20 on a 1, it loses all of its properties and becomes a non-magical hat. The Spyglass of Wayfinding, again, it assists you with skyship piloting checks, gives you advantage. It also magnifies things 3 times when looked through. Then, of course, there's the Ring of Marcus Glowdown, which you already have. The Ring of Endless Wealth. The Wizard's Bathtub, which is a necklace with a vial of water on it. The Moment of Truth, which is technically a helmet, but it's actually just the feathers on the helmet. It's the beaked helmet, but it's the feathers that are magical. Once per day, the wearer may make an opposed charisma save against the target, and if they succeed, the target must truthfully answer the next question asked of them. Then Glenn also created the Winddiver's Jerkin, which is a medium armor. While wearing this leather armor, you regain +1. You gain +1 to your AC. So it's +1 leather armor, essentially. If your character falls more than 30 feet, the armor inflates to a spectral parachute that slows your fall to 60 feet around. It's basically featherfall. As long as you don't weigh more than 500 pounds. The weight limit is exceeded, then the parachute fails and your fall resumes at the normal rate. Then there is a Ring of Defense, a Ring of Rope, and the Princess Tiara.
I do specifically...
Can Milo have the tiara, please? Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's real. I was just going to ask what the Wizard's Bathtub does.
The Wizard Bathtub, once per day, if unstoppered, the vial will release a torrent of warm, soapy water that takes about 2 minutes to empty. It's about a bathtub's worth of warm, soapy water, but it's
That's
coming out of the
incredible.
neck of a vial that is only about half a centimeter wide. So it takes a while.
IRL.
It's got Kingsley written all over it.
You guys can figure out how to sort all that out. I will put it up in the Discord so you can
Please
deal
do.
with them.
Yeah.
It is 10 to 1 here.
It is 10 to 1.
Yeah,
so
we should
will
finish
continue.
our favorite moments.
Yeah, my favorite
but also...
me moment was figuring out when to have the "I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark" moment. And I think I was like, when would it be the most tragic? I reckon on the docks when they get home. Yeah, let's do that. Because technically, I think in the book it's supposed to only happen pretty much as soon as they finish the fight with the goblins. Because they're stuck in a never-ending cycle.
So you beat the goblins and it's like, oh, well, that's the end
That
of
was
this
great.
iteration.
And then they like, oh, thanks very much for freeing us from the, oh no, we're fading. And they realize, they remember then. But I thought it was like way more tragic to take them to actually help them escape.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
Glad for that one, on ya.
Thank you.
glad
Alrighty,
if I did.
let's have a D3. That is a 3. That's Kingsley.
Dibs on the palm.
Fair.
I love it when you play bards.
I love
Love
the
it when you
description
actually
of
pull
the-
out your poetry chops.
Of dripping of the sword being drippy. Of the sword being made of water, and you're about to stab a guy, and then you're like, actually, I don't need this, and dismiss it, and it just drops in a puddle to the floor. I think it's such a really cool piece of description. You describe magical effects really well.
I mean, yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. Anything to do with casting magic, you're just like your peak, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, like hooking your beak
it.
into the pan flute and blowing golden swirls out, and like the plant growth, and just the dripping sword. It's just brilliant.
Thank you.
And obviously, I mean, everybody's going to say it, but the brothers proud was just incredible. I would love it if you would just like post that in the Discord for like, me to save in my
100%.
notes. So sweet.
I think I need to fix up some grammar, and then I'll post it.
You got a poem from him within a few months of meeting him. It's a new record.
Yeah.
Sometimes the inspiration strikes.
I love Kingsley's big brain moments. I love that he used plant growth to block the tunnel. I love that he was like, "What year is it?"
Oh yes, being the one to figure that out. Thank you.
Yeah, just.
Oh shit! This can teleport. Through
Kingsley
time.
just putting some dark shit together.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, obviously. Self moment. Obviously, I enjoyed writing the poem. Poem's fun to write. But I think for me, it was what you said, Karen. It was the clicking the time thing, because I think I flip-flop generally between playing either charisma characters or intelligence characters, and I sometimes get a little too far into whichever stat I'm not doing. And so I had a moment where I went, do I not bring this up?
No, I'm so glad
he's not particularly like
he's not stupid.
like, or at least he's not overly intelligent, but I was like, he's not stupid, and I do think it's one of the like, it was one of those things where I couldn't quite shake it regardless. I think even if my character had been dumb, I would have been like, I'm gonna find a way, like, even if I have to Discord message somebody else so they can bring it up, someone needs to ask about this, because as soon as I saw teleport through time, I was like, oh fuck, hang on.
Yeah,
it was slick as hell. That was very good.
Absolutely. Tony rolled a 2 and got a 2, which means it's Milo.
Oh my god, Milo freaking bobbing down the corridor, just bobbing along, just killing folks. Just
He's just such a happy little guy.
It was such a cute mental image. Just, and then made you every now and again just giving him a push so you keep floating.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Yeah. Yes, I wrote calm, calm bobbing Milo dishing out death was my exact note. That was pretty great.
I love the interaction between Milo and Hank when Milo's like, oh, I'm like just going like, oh, Milo's just walking straight into this corridor full of death. And Hank just... Milo being just the, I'll do what I'm told, but someone will need to tell me.
Like he's very quickly learned that Hank has his best interests in mind. Like if Hank tells this guy to do, at this point, if Hank tells Milo to do something, Milo's going to go, yes, 100%, absolutely, but also why? Like you've probably got a good reason, and I'm missing it. Why? So tell me what your reason is. I'll do as I'm told, but I want to know.
Yeah.
For next time, I will forget next time.
Man, I know I've quoted it before, but I do love the breaks in Milo's like innocence character for the aggression that he shows sometimes, and it came out a few times, but I think the one that made me chuckle the most was at the very end when Kingsley ran around being like, holy shit, like, we need to tell people to stop teleporting now. We can't have more people getting captured by the Admiral. And Milo being like, it is top priority that I come with you and tell everyone I'm going to skin the Admiral and wear him.
Like, you know,
I thought that was great.
King's like, here's what could happen, you know, here's why we can't teleport. And Milo's like, also that guy that's causing the problems, I'll fix it. Check this shit out. Guess what I'm going to do about it? I'll tell you in great detail.
I enjoyed two things. One was Milo being embarrassed and walking off to look at mushrooms at the beginning there when when Hank was mid-flirt. And also there was one line saying, careful, they look like they might have mange. about yourself.
That was great. Yeah.
I appreciate that being
They
noticed.
probably do.
I believe it. You know, my favorite self was going to play in the mushrooms. Like
Pulling out
it-
the one that you didn't. You
I did
had,
actually
and this one I
hear.
preferred earlier.
Yeah, the very. I did hear the very.
if you'd asked,
quiet-
that was psilocybin.
Oh nice,
Yeah,
hell
cool.
yeah, magic mushroom. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I did very
It's
quietly
magic.
hear that I'm uncomfortable, and I just out loud go like, I'm gonna go find the mushrooms.
I'm gonna go play over here. It very much. I was trying to play it off like, oh, I feel like I'm watching my parents flirt. Like, I'm gonna go over that way now. So yeah, I
That's
like
good.
that. Thanks for letting me play him again. I had a grand old time.
Yes.
Alrighty, well then we are final favorite moments for Hank. I think it's very appropriate. Mitch goes last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving himself until marriage,
Oh.
and then
Oh. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, she's not even gonna get laid one last time. No. This is ultimate tragedy. I don't know, would it have been worse if the sex had been really good and then she dies? Or, I don't know.
what about ghosts?
Now we'll never know.
I loved Hank being like, "Can I carry you, milady?" And then just having Magia just on his shoulder, his own personal shoulder fire Ellerin. It was just,
Shoulder wife.
yeah, shoulder wife. It
Shoulder
was great.
Yep. Oh man, like there was a lot. I think Hank is such an interesting character, and you've played him fantastically over these episodes. I really hope we get to play with him again soon. I think he did a lot of really great emotion work with Hank because of how intense things got, and I think the fact that you represented it so accurately and so faithfully was incredible. But for me, the pinnacle of that this session was actually I think, flip from talking to Magia, being so sort of like, so self-assured and being like, this is how it works. Like, this is exactly what's going to happen if you're getting involved with this. I want you to know. And then the second she stepped away, turning to the group and just being like, I'm actually kind of glad Larry's gone. That would have been so embarrassing. Because it was like,
He would never let me hear the end of this.
yeah,
Fuck.
it showed like you showed like such a range with him over the episodes, and I think that little switch and the fact that it felt both sides of that felt entirely genuine and congruous with who we know Hank to be was just perfect. It was great.
Yeah. That final scene, playing that final scene with you with May was absolutely my favorite.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the
And
hand
that-
on the cheek kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah, just getting to, I was like, tearing Hank apart emotionally has been really satisfying the last few episodes. And it's even better because I can blame Glenn for it as well, because I didn't do this to any of you. I didn't ask you to
disagree.
marry this creature you'd only just met.
I disagree. That scene sucked, and it was my least favorite moment because I had to try hard not to cry.
No one forced Hank to move at lesbian speed with a woman he didn't know was dead.
It was just like, she's hot. Do you want to marry me? I was like, whoa, okay.
How are you all ready?
Ellerins move quickly. Who knew? Yeah.
yeah.
That was all you, buddy. And how dare you?
Hank has been just an absolute gem to play. I have thoroughly enjoyed both as Zach said, tapping into my emotions and playing a character that initially is kind of slated to be more of like a relaxed, chill vibed character, and then just him being torn with all this emotional turmoil and like not being able to control himself like he usually would.
Especially because like you picked the class that uses rage as a defining mechanic and went, no, but he doesn't rage. He gets into the zone.
Yeah.
And then we're, just kidding.
And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, No, he actually does rage sometimes.
That was awesome.
But yeah, and then I mean, I just really enjoyed the whole the sidling up to Magier and just being like, "I want to make you my first wife,"
Oh.
and everybody just being like, "Holy shit!"
Wow, damn girl,
Hold
you
up.
look just like my
There's
first
a lot
wife.
to unpack there.
Yeah.
Because you were like, I also wanted hats off the world building, because I was like, you were like, what do you know about the marriage practices of the Sun Elliorans? I'm like, speaking as the person who's creating this world, fucking nothing. Tell me.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
please enlighten me.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, polygynous, really. If you think about it, lions, male lions, have a pride of females, right?
Yeah.
And I'm playing it like that, where
Right.
and it was the same. I mean, a slight lore spoiler. My father had several wives, and so I grew up with a number of mothers, and that's basically how Hank is gonna roll.
Yeah.
So there's more to it than that, but that's the general loose vibe of it. So.
I really enjoyed it. He's like, so when she's like, so I'm allowed to have multiple husbands? And you're like, oh, we can talk that through.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you giving me the flexibility to kind of create a little bit of lore as well there, with how that kind of operates. So, because it is your world, you know, so it's nice to be able to create a little bit of my own lore within it.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Well, everyone's been thoroughly flattered. We have a giveaway to give away. Guys, quickly type !ticket if you have not already. Do we have anything we need to spruik? I don't know if anybody's going to be back for a little while, but if you do have anything you want to shout out before we go.
Hopefully we'll be back before too long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For too long.
Yeah,
Shout out to my man's poetry chops.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
Alrighty, then I will close the giveaway, and we actually get to do it this time. Alrighty, and for the first prize, which is a copy of Breakout from Blood Moon Bay by Glenn Watkins and Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, is
I don't know.
the Lorite. Yay! Fantastic. And we will draw another winner for the $30 gift card for Every Trick Books online store. Tony Karlstrom. The prizes are going to Sweden today. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. Glenn, thank you so much for a wonderful adventure. I've really enjoyed running it. I think it's been splendidly written. I didn't need to do a huge amount. I just had to figure out how best to traumatize my characters with it. Fantastic work there, mate. Well done. I'll get some email addresses from Lorite and Tony to you soon, Glenn, and you can get those stuff sent out. If you are disappointed to have missed out on some Every Trick Book stuff, you can still head over to their online store, everytrickbooks.com. I'll just give it here. We need a capital, Every Trick Books. There we are. And use code COVE15, COVE15, to get a 15% discount on the purchases from that store. I think you may have to use it soon, because I think it was going for a month and it's been about a month. But if you head over there right now, it might well still be good. I hope it is. If you missed any of the sessions, here is the YouTube link. Whitey, boop. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you this evening. We need to find somebody to drop you on. Who have we got? We've got a few options. We have Luna Bacon is playing in Shrouded. We have Winter's Tales is doing reading and writing. Meh. We have GM Workshop. He's fine. He don't need any help. Let's do Beyond the Box, miniatures and models. We will drop a raid over on Thursday, presenting Slangors. So they are painting some Warhammer Age of Sigmar minis by the looks of it. So show your favorite raid emotes up in chat. Tell Beyond the Box minis where we came from. Show them the love like we always do. And we will see you same bat time, same bat channel on Monday night, I think. Karen will be doing some Skyrim on Monday. We'll go back for that. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags! Avast for now! Whee!